Boy, I tell you, yesterday, no, when yesterday, I fell asleep at 4:30 in the afternoon. I woke up. I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, but it went well. Thank you, Canes. And when next time I woke up, uh, it was 10:30 at night. So I got a good sleep last night. Uh, basically, and it's amazing. You do 15 and a half hours of this shit nonstop. It is draining, but if you're having a good time, it's pretty good. And for me, I was having a good time on Sunday night, and I hope the guys who are up here, I hope they enjoy it because it was good. It was good Sunday night. What we learned over the weekend is a number of things. Number one, I think the Bills' window is shut. National media trying to use excuses. Then no, you lose Tre'Davious Wright. You lose Tre'Davious White. You lose Rich Milano. Definitely your two best defensive players. You lose your nose tackle. That is a lot to overcome. And I felt Buffalo, if they didn't win Sunday night, they were done anyway, and they did. And I give the Bills some credit. They fought. They knew this was it. And to hear Joe Burrow, and I gotta give Joe Burrow a lot of credit. He totally dismissed the Buffalo Bills. And like Jamar Chase said, they don't worry about Buffalo. And they moved on from that. Little Rock. What's up, family? I'm gonna ask you a question, Little Rock. I believe that KJ Jefferson is a perfect fit for the Seahawks. Do me a favor. Tell me what team you feel KJ Jefferson is a perfect fit for. Tell me that in the chat room. Very disappointing year for Little Rock's Razorbacks. They shouldn't be where they are. With, in my opinion, the best quarterback. You agree with the Seahawks? Yeah. You could tell he fits Seattle's system perfectly. He does. I'm a big fan of his. And I'm going to be at the Auburn game this weekend. Yo, you have a good time, man. You have a damn good time, man. That's good, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, man. Go out and have fun with that. Do a little tailgating. You guys know how to do it down there. Have a good time down there. I appreciate that from you. And just enjoy yourself, man. We only live once, man. And that's why my attitude a lot has changed when I do this sports stuff, because I enjoy doing it. And let me read what my brother says. Let's go over here. Little Rock says, our offensive coordinator sucked. Yeah, that's why you fired his ass 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's why you fired him, bro. And I don't know who's going to be the next quarterback after KJ, but one of these days, bro, doing the bowl week, pull up, bro. Come up and tell me what you think the future of your team is. Seriously, man. Little Rock in the building. Let's do it one more time. Little Rock. I always appreciate you, man. You know that. You can stick around if you want. I know they're doing that BS playoff crap tonight, and you know that stuff is rigged. Uh, you could tell who they really want in there. They want Bo Nix and they want Penix and whoever wins the SEC and Michigan, of course. So they really want Ohio State, Michigan, the winner of the SEC, and Eva and Nix or Penix they'll take. Now, to me, and I hate to say this to disappoint people, but I do see Georgia making history and three-peating. And I can tell you right now, that's going to bother a lot of people. But Georgia would have done something that Nick Saban, Eric Parsegan, Bo Schembechler, Urban Meyer, just to name a few coaches, Woody Hayes, John McVay. These are legendary coaches I'm naming. Dick Vermeil. I'm talking about college-wise. Nick Saban. These guys can never do. And that's repeat. And looking at Georgia the other day, they are going to three-peat. Their defense is too strong. I just don't see a team beating Georgia right now. Speaking of Georgia, switching sports, to me, after what I saw last night, you might as well give the Nuggets their second rings right now. Okay? And I give the Nuggets a lot of credit because they draft and develop their players. I watched them last night in the fourth quarter, and they had their young players in there. Our coach is on the way out. See, he's on the hot seat. Who's your coach, Little Rock? Let me know. Who's your coach in Arkansas? I don't know the guy who's your coach. I look at Arkansas. I catch him every week at 11 o'clock in the morning, your time on ESPN. I watch it. I'm in New York, so it's afternoon here. I catch Arkansas just to see KJ play. Oh, because I know how electrifying he is. You do too. To be real with you, he's my favorite quarterback in this draft. I love him coming out. I love Jefferson. He'd be a perfect fit in Seattle. You might as well give the Nuggets the trophy now because I'm looking at the Nuggets the other night. The East is no competition. The East is the JV of the NBA. I think one problem Milwaukee has, Sam Pittman's his name, okay. Those are some gorgeous rings. I saw them up close. Those are some gorgeous rings. And yes, they are going to repeat because right now I don't see no competition for them. I watched them last night, and they'll have Denver is going to keep winning in the NBA's West until Wemby is ready. Now, I don't know how San Antonio is going to do that, but once Wemby is ready to dominate, Chet Holmgren, who looks outstanding, the new powers in the West are going to be San Antonio and Oklahoma City. If Zion stays healthy, New Orleans is definitely going to be a threat in the West. No question about it. But right now, I mean, the NBA, looking at Denver last night against the Pelicans, we might as well mail it in the NBA. It's over. And I think one of the worst things that happened to the powers that be in the NBA is that everybody everybody had their boxers and panties in a bunch, but the Nuggets won so easy last year. And I said it 2 years ago. Um, with Murray and and Michael Porter Jr. healthy, I said the Nuggets going to win the title. I said that 2 years ago. I said Nuggets going to be NBA champions, and I was right. Just like I said last year, the Texas Rangers when they hired the great Bruce Bochy. I forgot Bruce Bochy equals G dot O dot A dot T dot. Bochy is now the GOAT of managers. And Texas is so lucky to have him. True story. Chris Young, one of his former pitchers on the Padres, called him up. Bruce Bochy was watching baseball on the scout, said, "You want to come back and do this?" Bruce Bochy said, "Where do I sign?" And Bruce Bochy already delivered in 1 year. Raven, by the way, has the world champion in their stable. Now you can say Dallas is a champion city now. Cowboys, Stars, Mavs, and now the Texas Rangers. Speaking of that, because I really want to stick to the football, and I got a good story to tell you, so stand by in about 2 minutes. Let me get this out of the way. Um, what's up, Jefferson? Thank you, Jefferson. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the compliment. Uh, the Miami Marlins haven't escaped Robbie Robb. That will be the commissioner, Robert Manfred. He is pissed as hell about what happened when what they did to Kim Ng. Nobody in baseball, I don't give a damn what Manzano says. Nobody in baseball, okay, is happy with the hire of the flunky from the Rays. No one's buying it. And word is coming out slowly that the Marlins will be handled probably around April. They'll take a draft pick or two away from them because that's their lifeblood. Because the Marlins don't spend money. Let's be honest here, okay? And they're going to be punished again for the ineptitude for a team that, well, first of all, they haven't won a title in 20 years, okay? And they're going to be punished. Now, I saw the baseball hires yesterday. The Mets hiring, Indians first hiring uh, Stu Voigt. He was just a catcher last year for the Indians. He retired. So they hired him right after his retirement to manage. I'm scratching my head over that one. Uh, then the Mets hired Carlos Mendoza. And everybody in baseball said, "What the F?" Now, this hiring I do like. I like the hiring of the Cubs stealing Craig Counsell for the Mets. Brewers let him go. And the main reason why the Brewers let him go is they wasn't going to meet his price. And Milwaukee should have paid him though. He got a $40 million 5-year deal from the Cubs. And the Cubs are ready to spend money. Angels and Buck Showalter close. If that happens, I'll be a happy man up here. I'll be all over that. What up, brother Mace? How are you doing today? How are you feeling today? Much love and respect, my brother. I'm alive. I'm blessed to be alive. God is great, and I'm talking to you guys. All right, let's get serious. Let's get to the NFL now. I'm going to start with Mr. Miami's whipping boy, the Colonel. Now, if you was up here Friday night, I ripped the Colonel. I ripped him to shreds Friday night. That's right. God is good every day. And the real story came out about why Antonio Pierce got the job and why Josh McDaniels, that ass clown, was fired. And the main reason is because after the game last Monday night, people were seething Colonel Sanders. I got nothing against Colonel Sanders, but that's your guy. You go find him in WrestleMania 4. Anyway, let me get to the story. So after the game, the Raiders players were mad. They were angry, and Antonio Pierce said out loud, "This Patriot way is bullshit." And the Patriot way is bullshit. It only works when Tom Brady is your quarterback. But let me get to the story, what's going to make you guys laugh. So Josh McDaniels went up to Antonio Pierce and told him, "Take the Patriot name out of your mouth." And Antonio Pierce said, "You see this motherfucker? I beat your ass and I stopped your bullshit defense twice. What the F are you going to do about it? The Giants way is the right way." And he went to Josh McDaniels in his face and was about to knock Josh McDaniels. See, here's the problem with white men, okay? There are niggas like me that if white man came up to me and popped that shit, I'm taking that motherfucker out, okay? And that's when Josh McDaniels misdiagnosed. Antonio Pierce was ready to knock that motherfucker to another world, okay? All right? And Colonel Sanders, the colonel, saw this in the locker room and he said, "We're going to follow that guy," which is Antonio Pierce. And next day, 2 days later, Josh McDaniels and the GM was fired. Schultz and them was fired. And I remember back in April, I told you guys up here about Davante Adams, when Davante Adams said in an exclusive interview that both Schultz and McDaniel were full of shit. And Antonio Pierce proved that, because when Antonio Pierce got into Josh McDaniels' face, he won the team over right there, because he was about to knock his white honky ass out of the NFL, which he basically did. And the one thing about Colonel Sanders is he will give a black man equal opportunity. So they're 1-0, and a cute story after the game, Antonio Pierce, the Raiders staff passed out, which turned out to be blunts to all the players in the locker room. What you missed, you just missed this cute story about what happened between Antonio Pierce and Josh McDaniels. For Jims, I'll do it again. What's up, Jims? That NBA off tonight, election night. Basically what happened was that Antonio Pierce said that this Patriot way is bullshit, which it is. It's bullshit without Tom Brady. Let's call it like it is. And I don't care they won 6 championships. Once that man walked out the door, they have been deteriorating, which I predicted up here 3 years ago to these Patriot guys who hate the Patriots, guys like 305. Okay, thank you, fam. And he went up to McDaniel's face and told him, "Bro, I whipped your ass twice in the Super Bowl. I got proof of it." And Colonel Sanders said he's fired. I'm going Antonio Pierce way. Okay? Basically, with the Raiders, on offense, they are explosive. But Josh McDaniels, the dickwad that he is, And I want somebody from the sisterhood to come up here, dare come up here and challenge what I'm saying right now. Okay, you hoes out there. This clown, uh, uh, players couldn't stand him. And when Antonio Pierce went in his face, was ready to knock his ass out, the coach said, you know what? The owner said, you know what? We're going to follow this guy's lead. And after the game, they celebrated. And he was smoking a cigar. And the word is, uh, all the players was lighting up blunts in the locker room. And marijuana is legal in the NFL, so they're not going to get in trouble for that. So, congratulations to the Raiders. Uh, Let me go to Miami. I'm going to do two things on Miami right now. First thing I'm going to do is, Tua, cut the bullshit, bro. Cut the bullshit, little pineapple. Did you hear what the little pineapple once said at his press conference on Sunday? Why they lost the game? Why he lost the game? He said because of poor communication. Yeah, nice dub for the Raiders. This fucking ass clown, who basically cannot beat a good team if his life depended on it, actually said that the reason why they lost the game was because of poor communication. Bullshit. You lost the game because you lost the game. Raheem Mostert gave you 50 yards on the ground, and you had the ball at the 32-yard line. And guess what? When the Chiefs took the knee, the ball was still on the 32-yard line. I like to see them on a win streak. Who, the Raiders? We're going to find out something about the Raiders. I have them beating the Jets this week in Vegas. It's the Sunday night game. I'll be sleeping while you guys be watching. But we're going to have them at Miami next Sunday, week 11. Our early game will be Vegas at Miami. And that game will be very interesting. Because the Dolphin defense, I feel, now that the Dolphin team is healthy. Now, Akane is coming back next week. To me, that's good enough. The defense will show people why they're damn good. But the one thing that's missing, in my opinion, one NFL game or college games this year. Let me see what you're saying. I like to see them on a win streak. Jefferson says, I haven't watched one. You're not missing nothing, Jefferson. Hey, I wasn't reading your comments, Tony. I'm focused on my monologue. If it's hilarious that Patriot fans credit that style of coaching and level let the Patriots way when it started with. First of all, the Patriot way, none of those coaches you put up there did the Patriot way. Not even Parcells. Parcells was all about his defense of linebackers. Lawrence Taylor and the crew. Landry was about his defensive front line and the talent that Dallas had on offense. They had the running game. They had the running back that could catch out of the backfield. And they had one of the nicest receiving corps in football. And the great tight end and Billy Joe Dupree is very underrated. Shula did not play. I think Shula, the thing with Shula that made him unique was he had the best, at that time, the best wide receiver of all time. And Paul Warfield made the difference of those Dolphin dynasty teams. He made the difference with Paul Warfield. He was the glue that had Miami run that great running back. I mean, the unstoppable running game that they had. Let's see what else is said. Jefferson defense can't be defense with rules play under. Well, I just gave you the answer on that. All right, let me get back to Miami. So Tua used that excuse. We all know it's full of shit, okay? That guy could not do shit in the clutch. And I remember, Tony, you asked me, what's a franchise quarterback like? C.J. Stroud's a franchise quarterback, okay? He's the franchise quarterback you look at and observe, okay? It's C.J. Stroud, all right? After the game, I hope Tony's still in the room to hear this. Deers in the headlight moments, exactly, for Tua. I hope Manzano's in the room to hear this. After the game, Dolphin players were very upset that they lost this game. And this is why you love a head coach like Mike McDaniels. I'm going to explain this too. Mike McDaniels told the players that you're mad that you lost to another team with a winning record. So the way you're going to stop it, that's right, Tony. Well, listen to this. The Dolphin players after the game were seething. Especially, I'm going to assume the defensive players were seething because they played great. And this is what Mike McDaniel said to the players, and I'm going to explain what he said. Okay. And he was directing this only at the offense, right? He said, if you want to stop hearing it, go out and do something about it. And what Mike McDaniel basically told the players in English is, I'll make up the offensive game plan during the week. You're the multi-million-dollar players. Execute what is planned for you to do. Okay. That was from Mike Tirico yesterday on Andrew Siciliano, which is the Rich Eisen. So, the Rich Eisen staying 2 weeks in Germany. He's going to do that awful 2-7 Patriots against 3-5 or 3-6 Colts this week. If that game belongs in Germany, I might add. Mike McDaniel's basically telling his players, look in the mirror, especially the offensive players. I give you the game plan to win every week. And if you can't beat the big boys with it, that's on you. Okay? And until the Dolphins beat a good team, their next big game is against Dallas in 7 weeks. So you're not going to hear nothing from the Dolphins. He has it in him, but Miami don't trust him, and he knows it. Tua isn't even size Alabama wants a QB. He is something. Just give him the basic he can do. He can do it. No, I think Tua's good quarterback. The problem is, again, until the Dolphins beat Dallas, that's going to be their next big test. Okay? Nobody wants to hear from them. And you're not going to hear from them either. So they can run a 5-game winning streak. Even though next Sunday's game against the Raiders will be interesting. Especially the Raiders win Sunday. And that is why Mike McDaniels is a great coach. Because he told the players themselves, look in the mirror, and if you want to stop hearing it, go do something about it. Dallas is their next big game, folks. That's on Christmas Eve. And if they don't do it against the Cowboys, that's it. That's it. You know, because the Ravens is after that, and the Ravens are on another planet compared to Okay. And if you're a Dolphin fan, you're a Tua fan, you are irrelevant to the league until you play the Cowboys Christmas Eve. Well, the Dolphins should be 11-3 by the time they play the Cowboys. But it's going to be the same old question. Who did you beat? Okay. That's what pisses me off when the guy that some more of a fan base thinks is a superstar doesn't take credit for the loss and blames everybody around him. I think he's the type of QB that can't handle the criticism. Yeah, he is. Yeah, they baby Tua. He can't handle criticism. He can't handle criticism. No. And like I said, and a lot of people are saying it slowly, and it's getting louder, that if they don't win a playoff game this year, and the way it's looking, they're going to end up the 4th seed, and you're going to play the second best team in the AFC North. And the way it's looking right now, that can be Baltimore, Cincinnati, or the Browns. And if it's Baltimore, Cincinnati, I give them no shot of winning that game. No shot. None. But they're going to play somebody from the North because I don't see the Bills. I think they're done. I will say this. If the Texans walk into Cincinnati and beat the Bengals this week, and the Browns win in Baltimore, which is possible, especially Browns-Baltimore, because Deshaun is back. He played this past Sunday. He looked great. If that happens, then we're going to have a whole new conversation about the AFC. A whole new conversation. Look at the QB, Lamar Jackson. He still got ring and a defense, scored points than offense. Oh, no, Baltimore's putting up points now. They're putting up points now. All right, let's do this. We always give out 5-game balls a week. So we're going to start from number 5 to number 1. I'm checking teams from the AFC and NFC. That's why I said nobody in the NFC gets a game ball. Honorable mention, and I'm going to give this man a game ball. What a job Jalen Ramsey did on Travis Kelce. I think Kelce had two catches for 14 yards. So a special game ball given to our boy. Salute, Canes. I got awesome picks this week. Is it Thursday yet? No. But I'll be on Thursday with Platt to do the picks. We definitely do that. 2:15 Eastern time. Jalen Ramsey gets a special game ball from me because he held Kelce man to man to 14 yards. Shout out to Jalen Ramsey. Fifth game ball goes to Joe Burrow. What a job them and the Bills they did on the Bills Sunday night. And Joe Burrow dismissed the Bills in his press conference on Sunday night after the game, saying, hey, we're on to the next game. We ain't thinking about them. And I told you before the game, Jamar Chase said, they hate us more. We don't even think about them. Well, the way Cincinnati dusted off the Bills on Sunday, you can tell that for Cincinnati, it's just another game. And we'll be here next Thursday night. You can call it the game of the year in the AFC now because Miami was a flop. These are two heavyweights right here. Next Thursday night, be up here, everybody. I'll be on the air at 7 o'clock Eastern time. This game is on Amazon Prime. Bengals in the Crescent City, the Crab City of America, to play the Baltimore Ravens. Round 2, Burrow, Lamar. Next Thursday night up here. And it's going to be my first Thursday night game of the year. So, Bengals at Ravens next Thursday night. That is a heavyweight fight. Game ball goes to Coach Mace, 8-time Super Bowl champion. Green Bay, San Francisco, Seattle, Oakland, the Raiders, Miami, Denver, the New York Giants, Chicago Bears, Dallas Cowboys. Oh, man. So, we'll have that game up here next Thursday night. I'm looking forward to that one next Thursday. I'm definitely looking for that next Thursday. What a game next week. Cincinnati and the Ravens. Okay. What a game. Looking forward to that. Have it up here next week. Number 4 game ball goes to a man who everybody was criticizing. And I never criticized him. I didn't even question the man, because I knew the man can perform when he's healthy. Let's give a shout out to Deshaun Watson. There you go. Jim says he's ready for KC Philly. You better be ready for Cleveland Ravens this week, Jacksonville and the 49ers this week, and Houston at Cincinnati. Those are some big games this week. And Detroit and the Chargers. I'll do that game up as our late game. What a job by Watson. Everybody kept criticizing him. He's quit on the team, blah, 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 blah. And then he goes out and performed like he did in Cleveland, is ready for the showdown on Sunday in Baltimore. Yeah, that Thursday next week. So I'll be on the air that night, 7:15 Eastern time, for the pregame show, Cincinnati and Baltimore. Speaking of Baltimore, what's up, that boy? Give me a couple of more minutes and I'll bring you up. Speaking of Baltimore, the Baltimore defense get the third game ball. Raekwon Smith and the Ravens totally dominated and overwhelmed the Seahawks. And don't look now, but they're talking that they may have a quarterback switch soon with Drew Lock. And that would be very interesting to me for Seattle. But Ravens are dominant. I saw them 3 weeks ago. I told you guys it was the best team I've seen in the N.F.L. this year. Okay? They're the best team in the league right now. And this is for you, Fred Ward. Okay? In here, we talk about stories in here. Okay? And this ass clown came up here Sunday night talking about Mahomes as number 1. Bro, Fred Ward, this is for you, nigga. Okay? In this room, we know how great Mahomes is. Okay? So we don't have to talk about him. We know how great he is. So, yo, stop dick riding that motherfucker like you do. Okay? Because nobody disses the man in here. I can't help it that your ass have this light skin crush on these light skinned dudes, bro. And I love Mahomes, but you're the type of motherfucker that makes people hate Mahomes. I mean, we know how good Mahomes is in here. Okay? We don't need you trying to be Mr. Perfect in here, Ferret, saying that, look who's number one, blah, blah, blah. We don't give a fuck. We know how great he is. Okay? All right? And another thing that he does is very, I don't understand why. He goes, I'm a big, let me get the name right. Get it right. Let me get the name right. Who's the motherfucker again? Oh, I'm a bigger Lamar fan than you are. I'm a bigger Jar fan than you are. What the fuck is that about? Huh? What the fuck is that about? No one cares, bro. Thank you, Jefferson. What the fuck is that about, bro? No, this is for the record. Sorry. And if I see you, I would tell you in the chat room, go listen to episode 1009. My power rankings, you want that? Oh, I'll give it to you. Give me a second. I'm going to look at the teams and I'll tell you. I'll give you I'm only doing 1 to 10. But I'll give it to you after I finish saying this. Bro, in this room, what makes our room unique is we talk about facts. We give players their due. Okay? We don't need your ass riding Mahomes' dick trying to tell us how great he is. We know how great he is. Thank you. We know how great he is. Thank you, Jim. We know how great he is, bro. Okay? You don't have to come up here trying to be Mr. Know-It-All. One more thing, Ferd. I said back in June, you and Auntie was up here doing that NBA bullshit. And you know me with the NBA. Okay, NBA is on the bottom of my totem pole in sports. Talking about, oh well, bro, when this guy gets traded, motherfucker, I told your ass and everybody else back in June of 2022, they both would be traded at the All-Star break. Everybody put a one in the chat. Wasn't Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant traded at the All-Star break? Put a one if they were. Everybody put a one in the chat. Okay? Again, don't come up here and try to tell people about what they do. Because I goddamn sure don't go up to that fourth quarter room and talk that dumb shit with your fucking audience. Okay? And you guys in here, you cross Fred Ward, you told that nigga why I said. Okay? Yeah, you was out of town last year. I'm gonna leave that alone, nigga. But my point is, in this room, we don't need to hear smart asses and guys who want to hear themselves talk. That's why you don't see the Dolphin guys in here no more. I shut them up with their quarterback back in March. Okay? So, again, Raven Knight can tell you. Raven Knight, by the way, Third Ward, Raven Knight is a 10 times bigger Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes fan than you will ever be, Third. Okay, just for the record. They're bigger fans. He's a bigger fan of Patrick Mahomes and Brittany Mahomes when you will ever be. So stop riding the light-skinned cock like you do for Patrick Mahomes. Okay? And Taylor Swift. Raven made me throw in Taylor Swift. Much bigger than you are. Okay? Taylor Swift back shots. Oh, I'm going to leave that alone. But seriously, bro, in our room up here, we don't talk and we don't make up stuff in here. One of the great compliments was by the great coach, aka game show host, who said, in here, he took this at Tony Manzano a couple of weeks ago. In here, we talk facts, bro. And we don't need someone telling us about how great Patrick Mahomes is. We know in here. And if I don't say it, Raven Knight says in here every night that Mahomes is God. Okay? So we don't need your commentary about all these stats he was putting up. No one cares. This is a new year. Like I told your ass Sunday night. This is 2023, bro. We don't care about 2022. We know how great he is. And Raven, Patrick Mahomes is king. So stop riding his light-skinned cock, bro, like you do. Another nigga he likes to ride is Kyrie Irving. I'm like, oh, okay, that's you, nigga. I don't like Kyrie Irving. I love Mahomes. I don't like Kyrie Irving. That's another nigga that he rides hard. Okay? So I don't get this. I'm a bigger Ja fan than you. I'm a bigger Lamar fan. Every motherfucker in this room knows, Raven. Excuse me, sorry. Third, I don't like Lamar Jackson. But in here, again, because your ass ain't in here every night, nigga. Okay? We give players their due in here. You don't like it, bro? Then go. Go back to Discord with all those niggas down in them dungeons and talk all the shit you guys want to do down there. Yeah, Raven been saying that for 3 years about Mahomes. Okay? So, again, next time you come in here, okay, I'm going to let you know at the front door. We don't need I overthink the room and I know more than you do. He does. That shit ain't playing in here, nigga. And by the way, okay, you do that again, I'm gonna come up to your platform on Saturday nights and start trolling your ass. Okay? All right? Light skin cocktail is the thing. They want, unless she's a light skinned woman. Nah, this is a figure of speech. Why this say? I mean, goddamn. You know, this motherfucker. Let me also say this. He don't know the method of the madness I have with Lamar Jackson. Canes know 305 should figure it out. There's a madness behind me with Lamar Jackson right now. So I do not. And here we know how great Patrick Mahomes is. We don't need your smart ass to tell us. We know. Okay. We know. For the record. Oh, I forgot. For the record, I think they. Oh, Raven, what's the name? Miami, what's the name of that show with Topaz over there? Please put it in the chat room for me, please. Let me know the name of that show over there. Miami, Steve the Bergs the Code. Let me know the name of that show, please. The one that Ferd Ward's on. Someone please let me know in the chat room. There you go. You don't see me going up on for the record and bothering anybody in there. Okay? For the record, third ward. You don't see me in there. All right? Yes, I stay in my domain, which is here, and I control the situation. Not you. All right? Nobody bothers your show with Topaz. Okay? Stop being Mr. Know-It-All and that light-skinned motherfucker that you ride his dick so hard. We know how great he is. Just didn't like Kansas City. Didn't know you can't. No, I respect Kansas City. I love Mahomes. Raven knows that. 305. All these guys in this room know I like Mahomes. But guys like Third Ward make you hate Mahomes because what comes out of his mouth. Okay? So if you don't follow what we doing here, set up like OJ Simpson. If you don't like what we talk about in here, that's your bad. I can't talk about Carson Wentz right now. He's on a what? The Rams got their bye this week, so he's on a 3-6 football team. I can't do that. So I have no problems with your platform. You don't ever see me on your platform. Okay? I don't come up to your platform talking about whatever topics, which I don't know about because I don't talk about those things. That boy says he's the one who doesn't like Mahomes. And again, in here, we talk about facts. We don't talk about fiction. There is one more thing I wanted to talk about in here. It was important. Oh, this is for you, Mr. Miami. Let me do this right now. I-Test was right about one thing he said Sunday. And I might as well come out and talk about this right now. The Packers have made their decision. And after the 24th season, them and Jordan Love are going to go their separate ways. And I didn't want to talk about it, but I knew about this since the middle of last week. And whenever the general manager says these are the most important 10 games of your career, that means the Packers are going to go into a different direction. And it has nothing to do with people in Green Bay ain't feeling this right now. The problem with Jordan Love is he loves his talent too much. And when you love your arm talent, and he does, he ain't gonna lie about it, he loves himself. I mean, the old T.O. term, I love me some me. Well, he found out the hard reality this last week, exactly on this time when GM Brian Gutekunst said that he has 10 games to show us something. And what they mean by that is put up some numbers. And the problem with Jordan Love, and I've been killing him, I'm not going to kill him today because he had a good game Sunday. The problem with Jordan Love, again, is he loves his talent of himself. And when you look up to a Patrick Mahomes, and he does, he worships Patrick Mahomes. And he learned from the biggest narcissist in sports in Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. You know? And he has the arm talent. It looks like the Packers are going to go in another direction. I never told Jim's this. I told Kane's this a while back, but it has been decided they're going to go in another direction in 2025. So I believe this is the best for both sides because the Packers said after Aaron Rodgers, they're not paying a quarterback $50 million ever again. So what the Packers are betting on is that Love will have a big year next year, and I believe he will. I think he'll take that jump next year. And then in 2025, where the quarterback class, other than Shedeur Sanders and maybe 2 or 3 more, is he can go get his money somewhere else. I think it's the best for both sides. I do. I think for Green Bay, if they get a big year out of him next year, they'll let him walk. And for Jordan, he'll get paid. And basically, what the Packers have decided is that maybe it's best he goes elsewhere, and I think that's fair. So, and I just knew about this. I knew about this too. So, it's looking more and more like that the Packers hope that what happened this past Sunday, if you missed that, and it was a touching story. Love finally hit a wide open receiver with a perfect pass, and he ran in 30 yards for a touchdown. And the coolest part about this story was the entire team came off the bench to hug him. The players hugged him. The fans went nuts. For Green Bay fans and for a guy like me, let's hope he finally realizes now that for all your talent you got, kid, you got to hit players when they're open in stride. Okay? Gotta do it. If you keep doing what you did Sunday, your teammates, no matter what you do the next 2 years in Green Bay, they're gonna always love you, man. You're a good kid. You've been through a lot since you was, I guess, 14 years old, and I'm not gonna get into that. And finally, when you threw that pass to Musgrave, and he jumped into the Lambeau leap, and then he ran back to hug you too. It doesn't take much with the talent you have around you and your arm talent. Just do it right. Cut the bullshit. And now the Packers have put you on notice. Canes, you missed it. Tony Manzano was very angry up here. And let me say, I'm glad you and Miami are here. So let me repeat what happened with Tua, and then I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Mike McDaniels. Okay. First, I'll do Tua. Tua said after the game that the reason why he had 4 chances and he didn't tie the game was there was poor communication. Really? Really, Pineapple? Really? Like Mr. Miami says all the time, the Miz. Really? Now, the Miami media, everyone heard it. I saw it when he said it. The Miami media is not going to say nothing about that. Because, they're pussy. I'll say that up there. The Miami media is pussy. Okay? They are. But I'm glad that Mike McDaniel, and this is why when you're a Dolphin fan, you should love your head coach. And I said this story to Tony Manzano when he was in here earlier. So for Canes and 305, this is what happened. After the game, I'm going to say that defensive players on the Dolphins were seething, that they're getting tired of hearing of them they can't beat a good team. And I said that Coach McDaniel told the players, the only way you're going to stop hearing is you got to beat a good team. And also, basically what he's saying there is, to the offense, this is not towards the deep, this is towards the offense. I designed the game plans for you to execute to win. That's on you guys as multi-million-dollar ball players if you can't execute the plays. And that is why Mike McDaniel is a great coach. That is why last week, Dan Orlovsky, Rich Eisen, Stacey Dales, they was crying after he made that speech about Tua and all this. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if the Dolphins, I think the Dolphins will either finish 3rd or 4th in the AFC, no matter what, they're going to play an AFC North team. That's right, Mr. Miami, really. Jim said facts. Thank you. Appreciate that, family. Which basically is telling you got 2.5 chances to win a big game, Miami. I'll tell you right now, that first one, America is going to be against you. The second one, the brothers going to be against you because all the brothers want Lamar, except for Third Ward. Third Ward got to tell us, right in Mahomes' dick, how all the Mahomes are. We all know that shit in here. Okay, but the brothers are going to be rooting for Lamar, and I had to remind him of that. That if Lamar does win the MVP and win the MVP in the Super Bowl, niggas don't want to hear about Patrick Mahomes. You could talk about all the niggas going to tell you, shut the fuck up. Lamar is king. Okay, let me put Lamar. No, forget it. I'll do it when I pop up in chat. So again, all right. Miami got 3 chances to win one. And if they don't do it, they've already been written off already. They've been dismissed. Colin Cowherd said you can't take them. So a lot of people are saying that about Miami. Except, of course, our good friend and buddy, Mike Florio. But Mike, I'm sorry. Lamar goes 7-2 these last 9 games. He is the most valuable player. The unanimous most valuable player. All right. Okay. Let's keep it 1,000. All right. So I just told you about Jordan Love. He got a 1.5 years left in Green Bay, and Green Bay is hoping that next year. You know what this Green Bay team remind me of? They remind me of the team that it had happened in a 2-year span, 3-year span. But they remind me more of the Favre team in 2006. Before the team that lost to the Giants in the freezing cold in overtime in 2007 in Lambeau. They remind me a lot of the 2006 Packers, more than the 2008 Packers. And like I said, I think Green Bay will probably finish 7-10, like I said, because their schedule gets easier after the Chiefs game. They got the Giants. Oh, speaking of the Giants, the whispers are getting louder here in New York. It's looking more and more of Daniel Jones' days as a Giant is going to be over. If the Giants get a top 3 pick, top 5 pick, they're going quarterback. So next time Iman comes in here, we're going to ask him what quarterback interests him, because it looks like the Daniel Jones experiment is over. And I'm going to say it again. I told Iman, even Giant fans didn't like they gave him that money. And the good thing for the Giants is after next year, they get out of the contract. And you're hearing these guys on ESPN this morning. Who was it? Who said? Oh, Robbie Griffith III. No, you can't draft a quarterback. Oh, yes, you can. Especially one of these hot shots. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. Yes, you can, Giants. So you go on with your bad self, Giants. You made that mistake with Jones. And by the way, everybody, wish Daniel Jones the best. My God, he was hurt out for weeks. He was out after the Miami game. Jalen Phillips busted his shoulder, and now, he tore his Achilles. He just fell on the turf in Vegas and blew his Achilles. And this is a tough dude, bro. That's what the one thing I do respect about Daniel Jones is he is tough. He blew his Achilles and he hopped off the field by himself with no hope. And he came in too cocky with Aaron Rodgers' representation. And I'm not laughing at him because my heart goes out to him. And I'll never forget my fantasy draft that night when Daniel Jones was picked, and all these white guys, these Wall Street rich white guys, were high fiving, calling him fucking Vanilla Vic. He's better than Lamar Jackson. All this bullshit. Well, guess what? Lamar is on pace to win his second MVP this year. And the AFC is going to win the Super Bowl. Or Brian Baldinger of hey, listen up. Were you guys hearing me before? Yes or no? Put a 1 in the chat. Was you hearing me before? Someone put a 1 in the chat. Was you hearing me talk before? Let me know right now. Good. All right, so you guys heard everything I said. All right. Again, the Giants know they blew it, and I know it's killing them inside. And I was saying about these white boys of the fantasy draft, they were talking all this crap about him. And I want to see these white guys now when I see them in the springtime for the baseball draft, fantasy draft. And I want them to tell me in my face about Daniel Jones again. Thank you, fellas. And I'm going to say again to them, you still think he's better than Lamar Jackson? Let's get this shit started, fellas. Come on, let's go. Everybody come up. All you guys come up. Flip side in the building. Vanilla Vic, that had me rolling. Oh, yeah. Up here tonight, we're going to talk about... Oh, how the hell did I forget? Let me say the other 2 game balls. Number 2 game ball goes to the great performance by C.J. Stroud. Yeah, they got robbed they got robbed this week at home? Seriously? I know they got robbed last week at UCLA. Bro, they broke into that stuff in Colorado? God damn. Flip side fishing in the building. Iman, pull up. If you didn't hear what I just said, pull up, bro, because let me tell you right now, seriously, there's word. Oh, you said okay. The Giants has made a decision out here, and the word is they're going to take a quarterback because I don't see the Giants winning another game with that first string quarterback. And I think what the Giants are hoping is this was on this morning on Get Up and other places. It looks more and more like the Giants are going to go in another direction. They can get out of Daniel Jones' contract next year. He's going to be out until like this time next year. So he's going to miss the first half of the season. And my question to you, Iman, is, but Iman, these quarterbacks are good, bro. These are not scrub guys. And you didn't hear what I said about Daniel Jones. I just said 3 minutes ago that I gave him my prayers, bro, because one thing I do like about Daniel Jones, he's a tough MF. He's real tough, folks. Forget about the intangibles about him. He's a tough kid, man. And this kid tore his Achilles on Sunday, and he got up by himself and limped to the sidelines. That's a tough MF, folks. That's a tough guy right there, bro. His problem is, folks, in my opinion, is it has nothing to do with the way he plays, because the way he plays football is it's he reminds me a lot of Jordan Love. And this is why Jordan Love, if you didn't hear the news, Jordan Love will not be in Green Bay in 2025. That is the word out. They're gonna let him walk. And I think the reason is, like Brian Gutekunst said, the GM last week, these are the most 10 important games of his life. And I do agree. And like I said about him, and I'm gonna switch between him and Daniel Jones. These two guys are very similar. With Daniel Jones, he doesn't bring that wow factor about him. But I live here in New York, so I see him. And the one thing he does do that I love of a quarterback is he is a tough MF. Again, this guy tore his Achilles on Sunday, got his ass up with no teammates helping him. Then one of the linemen tried to help him. Daniel Jones said, "No, I'm good." And he limped off the field, hopped off the field by himself with no trainers. That's a tough MF, folks. And the thing with him and Jordan Love is this. With him, you really don't see. Iman sees it because Iman follows them. That's his love. That's his team, the Big Blue. For a guy like me who's an outsider, when I watch him, I just say, oh, okay. With Jordan Love, what killed Jordan Love in Green Bay is he loves himself too much. And you couldn't love two quarterbacks more than Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. And Jordan's a good kid. The players love him. And I told the scenario what happened. With Jordan Love, his problem is, again, he loves his arm talent too much. And he tries to do dumb shit with the football. And it's not throwing the picks. His problem is he overthrows guys. He doesn't understand. Until this Sunday, he finally realized it. That you have to put a certain touch on the football. And now he's learned that. He's finally got the message, but it's too late. It's too late. And the Packers, like the Giants, when you're a smart franchise, you're looking at all these quarterbacks coming out. Right now, the Packers are picking 6. You know damn well, they basically told me, look, we're getting somebody that we feel we can move forward with next year. And it's not going to be you. Because it's not because of your own talent, your attitude. You're just not doing it right. You're not doing it right. And that's on him. And now he knows the handwriting on the wall. And Green Bay said again about Rodgers, and I said this up here. They said they will never pay. Flip side, I'm about to give you a salute. They're never going to pay a quarterback $50 million again. And what they're betting on, and I forgot the last time someone did this in another sport where they bet on the player that will have a big year, then they'll let him walk to get his money somewhere else. That's what the Packers are doing with Jordan Love. They feel next year he will take the leap. But if he does take the leap, and I believe he does, the Packers believe he will. So does the fans. They're not going to pay Jordan Love $40 million. Hell no. So they told him, go get your money somewhere else. And I buy that. I think that's a good move because Jordan knows now if he wants to get paid, next year is the biggest football year of his career. It's either put up or shut up for him. And his problems are not hard to do, but when you keep doing it over goddamn again, Matt LaFleur did the right thing. He took the football out of his hands. Now, Sunday, they put it back in his hands a little bit, and he had a good game. He played well. And that touchdown meant the world to the fan base. It meant the world to his teammates because he threw the ball right. Okay? Those are facts. So the Packers don't want to see another Super Bowl ever again. What the Packers are admitting between the lines is, look, this guy ain't going to be the next one in line. And we want him to show out the rest of this year, next year, and then he can go get paid somewhere else. You read the writing on the wall. Eye test was right on Sunday. He was killing me about Jordan Love. Let me say what's up the flip side, fishing. Whenever your general manager says these are the most important games of your life coming up, and Brian Gutekunst did said that, these next 10 games are very important for Jordan Love. They are. Because let's say they finish strong and finish 7-10, which I predicted they did. And the last 5 games, which are the Giants. And by the way, Iman, that deal, that bet we made is off the board, bro. No way I'm betting you with a fucking third string guy. Flip side, this is for you, bro. Good to see flip side in here. This is for flip side fishing. Let me do this, and then I'm gonna read his quote. Iman's laughing his ass off. Fuck Iman, fuck you. Oh man. Let's get this for flip side right here. Oh man. So eye test was right. And I'm gonna take the L on this one. See, I'm man enough to take an L. And I ain't making no excuses. I just told you guys the truth just now. It's his fault. Okay? And he's going to learn the hard way. And honestly, he's a stopgap player. Yeah, there you go. Boy, Jefferson's been good tonight. Flip side in the building, thins up family. I would like Iman to pull up. And if the Giants do take a quarterback, who do you want as your quarterback? You're going to get one of the best ones. Who do you want? You want Drake May? You want Penix? You want Caleb Williams? I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be the number 1 quarterback taken. No, I don't. Yeah, you know how we do. Did you hear what Mike McDaniel said? I know I'm repeating it for the Dolphin guys. At the end of the game Sunday, according to either Mike Tirico or Rich Eisen on the Rich Eisen show yesterday, the players was upset. I'm going to assume it was the defensive players, that they're tired of hearing about not beating good teams. And Mike McDaniel said to them, you want to stop hearing it? Go out and do it. And I think what Mike McDaniel basically told the offense, not the defense, that I make these game plans for you guys to execute. And you are multi-million-dollar ball players. Okay? Go out and execute what I tell you to do. And Raheem Mostert got that quarterback that I wouldn't say overrated, but he's let me just go back to him. The quarterback got him 50 yards on his feet. Set Tua up at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. And he had 4 chances to tie the game. And he shit the bed. And then after that, in the press conference, he said the reason why what happened on 4th down and with him with the ball down there was poor communication. Are you bleeping serious, Tua? Really? Really? Tua, in your entire career, okay, except for 1 game, and after you threw those 6 touchdowns, the Ravens were 0-2. They weren't 1-0. They were 0-2. Okay, Tua. Since you beat Buffalo in 125 degrees heat on the field, you have lost 7 straight games to winning teams. Okay? We don't want to hear that. This says, my fault. I effed up the snap. I didn't know he was going to hike the ball. That's my bad. Stop blaming it on other shit. Okay? And this is why guys like me totally dismiss you. Because I don't, you know, you're good. I keep saying this about you. You're good. You got that great accuracy. But like I said, certain quarterbacks don't excite me. He's one of them. A quarterback that I don't like is playing great. And I'm not going to really talk about him tonight because he let the running game and the defense dominate Seattle yesterday. And that's Lamar, but we'll talk about Lamar another day. Let me get these guys up here. Damn, it's 9:45 already. Time me 25 to 10. Whew. Oh, yeah. So we covered a lot of stuff in here in an hour, in about 23 minutes in here, I guess. And this is what we do in here. This is what we like to do in here. Okay. We don't need people trying to tell us how great a quarterback is when everybody in the room, except for certain Tua fans, don't realize how great the quarterback is. We don't need that shit. Okay. All right, mine's gonna come up. We're gonna talk about the Giants, and that's what we're gonna talk about right now. We're gonna talk about the Giants with him, and this is gonna be great for Iman to pull up to talk about that disastrous situation here in New York, bro. I tried to tell these guys, bro. Even Giant fans said it here, and the Giants are lucky they can get out of it after next year. So let me get Iman up here. Talk about his Giants. And also, he's good, but he's good enough to elevate an offense to the next level. I look at him like as a really good game manager. Thank you, Flipside. Thank you. Thank you. I say the same thing about him. And now everybody knows it's Tyreek Hill and Mike McDaniel that makes him. If you missed the Raiders story about I told the story about Antonio Pierce. They was talking about this yesterday. The true story, what happened there after the game. Uh, the players were pissed off. They can't stand Josh McDaniels, and Josh McDaniels totally fucked up that franchise, bro, as usual. And Antonio Pierce called him out and said the Patriot way is full of shit, which it is. There's no Patriot way without Tom Brady, and my way is the best way. And Colonel Sanders, the owner, was in here talking about it. And Iman's gonna love this story. So Antonio Pierce went in Josh McDaniels' face and said, "I beat your bullshit Patriot way. What the F are you gonna say about it?" And all the players are quite good. They see Antonio Pierce ready to knock the hell out of Josh McDaniels. And McDaniels didn't say nothing. And the owner said, "I like his way." And he meant Antonio Pierce way, the Giant way. And the next thing you know, Josh McDaniels and that clown Schultz were fired. And let me add this to this, and this is directed at Bill Belichick. Bill, next place you go, if that Charger job becomes available, you better run get it. Because with no quarterback, you're nothing. That's been proven now. It's been 4 years since Brady left. You done nothing. Iman, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's happening, Mace? How you doing?
Hold on, let me get you so I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
What's up, bro?
Can you hear me?
Crystal clear. That's on my part.
All right, cool. Yeah. Nah, I was gonna say the Patriots way is a thing of the past, man.
You damn right it is.
For real. So I'm trying to figure it out. I hope we don't got one of those Patriot way guys right now, man. I hope he.
You just had him. The clown who was your last coach.
Yeah, we got another one there right now. He's from the Belichick tree as well.
And what clown is this?
Huh? No, Daywall. He's from the Belichick tree. He was over there. He was there.
Well, Giant fans want his head right now.
Nah, man, because it's like it feels like we're tanking. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And no, man, I don't like that shit. This is why, bro. I don't like that tanking shit, man. You don't need a tank to get a good quarterback. You know what I mean? Like you look at the Chiefs and you look at the 49ers, right?
Yeah.
Kind of similar things. You know, they built a good team and then they insert quarterbacks to find their, trying to find their quarterback. You know, when the 49ers even had Alex Smith, right? They were still good. They were competitive. He took them to an NFC title game. Then after that, Kaepernick came in, and he took them to the bowl, right? So they always been competitive, even with the Chiefs. Like a few years ago, they were 1-5, right? And then they ran the table and they 10-0, and then they made the playoffs. They were like 11-5. With Alex Smith, they had Travis Kelce, they had Tyreek, they had the offensive line, they had the defense. They always were competitive. They never tanked, and that's what I respect. Like, I don't get, like, some of the plays these guys are doing. That's not making them look good, and they're supposed to be, offensive geniuses,
I'm going to comment on that in a second. Canes, when you dropped in, I said, what's up, Canes?
What's up, Canes?
Yeah, I said that to you. And then as Iman came up, and I knew I was going to talk to Iman. Then I said,
okay, I didn't hear you.
Oh, that's Canes.
My fault.
You knew. All right. What's up, Canes? Trust the
Sorry,
process.
man. It's my fault.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm not worried about it.
So
yeah, I am fascinated with the Giant fans. And I told you back when they gave him the money, I'm not going to pile on Daniel Jones here because, wow, he comes off an injury when...
$92 million to tear my ACL? Shit, I didn't even get that. That's good. That's good.
Anyway, I'm not going to lie here. I am stunned that the Giants are right back on the board again. Yeah. I can't believe this shit.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, you know me. It's a New York thing with me and the Giants, but I look at this situation, and I ain't gonna lie, to me, this is tragic, bro. This is tragic. Like you said, it's gonna set this team back now.
Yeah. If they don't do the right thing to do is to get a guard. At least try and get a guard that can play guard and also right tackle.
Yeah, you don't draft those guys that high. So this is what.
Well, you don't draft those guys that high? What do you mean?
You don't draft a guard high. You get your guards second and third, fifth rounds. Man.
Second and third? What about Tyron Smith? What about Zach Martin?
Tyron Smith is a defensive lineman.
No, Tyron Smith. No, Tyron Smith is what's the name? Dallas.
Well, no. He's a left tackle. You get
and then Zach Martin. He's a what is that? Right guard, I think he's right.
I think he's a left guard.
Right.
I think he's left guard.
Exactly spot, but yeah, those guys were like all pros. You know what I mean? For like most like the last 10 years. I think.
So Iman, let me ask you this question then.
Mm-hmm.
This is what someone suggested this morning. And I was gung-ho saying, I don't think they can do it. But now, good minds like ours, we think a little deeper. Would you trade out of that pick and get a king's ransom, especially if quarterbacks are going to be in demand that high. I mean, Iman, I'm being real here, bro. I even said tonight to you that I called off our trade. I'm not an ass clown. That bet we made is off, bro.
Trade what pick though? Because we already like number 4 right now in terms of picks.
Yeah, you trade that pick and get a king's ransom for it, dude. I keep saying it.
But who's
these
number
quarterbacks are legit.
But who's number 1?
Oh, right now it's Carolina.
Carolina's picking number 1. They're not going to get a quarterback, right?
They should. Carolina, by the way,
they should, but they don't have the pick though. It's not them. Chicago got the pick, right?
I forgot to make this announcement. Is my bad. I read what Flipside said. Kyler Murray will start Sunday in Arizona.
So he is starting.
It's official. So Kyler Murray is coming back Sunday. Word is the reason why the Cardinals are doing this because if he plays well, they can trade him. Would you be interested in Kyler Murray? Give up a second rounder for him? Would you do that?
A
second rounder?
Bro, he can't. Do you not see what happened to Daniel Jones? This dude is a prototypical NFL quarterback, 6'5", 235, 240, and he got hurt.
But I don't look at
Kyler Murray just came off of his ACL surgery, and he's gonna go behind this offensive line. Come on,
so
baby.
Let me say this.
Will die behind this.
Let me ask you this honestly. This is about your team. This is not about me trying to be an ass clown. I'm being serious with you right now. Would you trade down, get a king's ransom, and take your offensive line there? I'm talking to you.
Because they got 2. They went and got another second round pick for Leonard Williams, right? They traded him to Seattle.
Yeah, from Seattle. Yeah.
So, the last few weeks I've been all about getting another offensive lineman, getting a guard. But if they want to do this, if they want their quarterback, but they got to get the guard as well, I would say. You know what I mean? So that second round pick, try to do something with that. With also your first round pick, try and get the guard first, and then see if you can get your quarterback or get your quarterback.
Okay.
Depending on the spot where you at, depending on where you land, but this tanking shit.
I think Giants going to be top 3
because look at the teams that have been doing this for years. Cleveland, they've been trying to do that whole thing with the quarterback for years. They always like in the top 5, top 10 picking. And they never get nothing good. You don't want to keep doing that. And if this guy drafts another quarterback high and he gets him hurt, he's done. Coach Daboll, I'm talking about, he's done.
So you think they'll trade out of that pick?
It's fine to get a quarterback, but make sure you get the offensive lineman to go with it.
Okay, so you're going to have to trade down then.
Yeah, you have to.
And you will get Iman. The Giants will get a king's ransom for that pick. I'm dead serious. That's how good these quarterbacks are.
But another player everybody been talking about is Marvin Harrison Jr. Everybody trying to get him. You know what I mean?
Would you take him if you finish second or third?
What happened?
Would you take him if you finish second or third in the draft?
I want an offensive lineman. You know why?
You just answered the question. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand.
When we won those Super Bowls, at least the last 2, and that's what they've been trying to do over the last 10, 12 years is to replace that line. They haven't been able to do it since. And you need that. We already got one good piece. You know what I mean? At least one.
Yeah, I give you that. I give you that kid from Georgia. I give you that.
Yeah, we got Thomas. We got Schmitz is good. JMS, John Michael Schmitz is good. So we got him. We need one more, at least one more.
Mm-hmm. I'll give you that.
I would do that.
Argue with you.
Maybe get Marvin Harrison if they can, and then I would keep Daniel Jones. Honestly, I would. I think he deserves more. But if they want to get rid of him, that's fair to them because they haven't drafted their guy, right? So they need to get their guy if they want to get their quarterback. But you got to protect him. If not, this franchise is gonna be set back another 10 years, man.
I agree with you, brother.
Crazy because the way the Chiefs did it, man, was crazy, and I'm still baffled today. And that San Francisco tried to do it with Trey Lance because they already had the team, and they traded everything to get him, but it just didn't work out, But I think that's how you're supposed to do it. That's the best way to do it. Like even Minnesota's been doing that for a while. They had Keenum, right? Took them to the NFC title game. And then, they tried drafting quarterbacks, but then they just went after Kirk Cousins and build around him.
Let me switch topics for a second. You live out there.
Yeah.
What's that city talking about Joshua Dobbs right now?
I mean, some people are still kind of, it's one game. So they, people are not 100% sold. Everybody's happy in the moment,
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, in the moment.
Yeah. But I don't know, because was he undrafted? I'm forgetting. Was he undrafted or what?
Yeah, he was undrafted, but it's the reason why, and I never knew this, and I know he's live right now. Shout out to Platinum Lee. He told me the story. Yeah. If you heard his press conference on Sunday, folks, and by the way, Joshua Dobbs get the number 1 game ball from Sunday.
Yeah, he only had 4 days to get ready.
I saw the entire drive live. It was live here in New York because the New England game finished early. So they showed that game. This kid, folks, just got there a week ago today in the train. They played their rookie quarterback who has a concussion. And this kid on the last drive of the game drove the surging Vikings. That's right, Vikings are back in the playoffs. Okay, 5-4 now, with a very manageable, easy schedule. And I've been talking Detroit up here. Detroit deserves their credit. But folks, Minnesota's turned it around. Brian Flores has a defense there now. Told you guys Flores was going to do that. Don't look now. Minnesota, week 16, home for the Lions. Week 17, Green Bay. Week 18 at Detroit. So, watch out for the Vikings, folks. Jefferson said yesterday, and I guess this happened because of the moment, like Iman has said, Jefferson's going to start working out tomorrow. He's going back to a facility, and he's going to train. So he'll be back in 2 weeks. And the reason why Justin Jefferson feels this way, because the same way I feel, what people don't understand was Joshua Dobbs was producing in Arizona. Okay? Arizona. What the hell do you think he's going to do now with this group of talent at receiver and tight end?
Mm-hmm.
And you saw a little taste of that on Sunday. The Falcons found out loud and clear. Okay? Game ball, number 1 player on Sunday, definitely Joshua Dobbs. So right now they're celebrating him in Minneapolis.
Yep.
He deserves it. I just read he didn't even practice with the team at all before the game. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very impressive with Dobbs. Yes. Miami said that Haslam is in the front office. Keynes told me that earlier this afternoon about Udonis Haslam. I am so impressed with that young man. And if you don't know his background, I think he's into the astrodynamics industry. He builds rocket ships, space shuttles. That's what he went to school to do. And Platinum Elite told this story. He's in the NFL because Commissioner Goodell and other people, because of his intelligence and smarts, they want him in the league. They'll place him anywhere they want to place him. And right now in Minneapolis, they have found something for a 6th-round pick. Let me tell you something right now. That NFC is wide open, folks. Okay, there's no juggernaut like there is in the AFC. AFC, the whole North and the Chiefs, you see something with them. Jaguars, if they beat the Niners, Jaguars got 2 powerful games. Matter of fact, 3 games. They got Cleveland later this year. And on Monday Night Football, they play the Bengals. And on Sunday Night Football, they play Lamar. So you're going to see a lot about Jacksonville beginning Sunday. Okay? Back to the Vikings right now. Yeah, he didn't even practice with the team on it. Do the people in Minnesota believe right now they can make a run?
Some people are shaky, man. I know one of the guys I talked to at work. He's still. I mean, he's happy they won, but he don't know. You know.
Let's pull up the Vikes schedule.
I think if they win the division, they'll be fine. They only got to worry about Detroit, I think, honestly, because everybody else is.
They got Detroit twice at the end of the year.
Yeah. So if they can,
they got Detroit twice at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think they already beat. Did they beat Chicago? I think. Is that who they beat?
Yeah, they beat Chicago a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Chicago, and I think they just beat Green Bay, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and now they won in Atlanta.
Yep. And they beating the NFL teams. That's good. And they also knocked off the 49ers. So if they can, kind of, over to let's see how many eight more games. If they can, let's go.
They got 9 more. They got 8 more.
1 or 6-2 the next 8 games, or was it 9 games, right? They should be good.
Yeah, this is the Viking schedule, folks.
They could probably get
the rest of the way. At New Orleans, the Saints are going to Minnesota Sunday. I like the Vikings' chances.
Yeah, they should be able to get that.
Then they go to Denver. I like the Vikings' chances.
Yep.
Then they got the Bears at home. I like the Vikings' chances. Wow. At the Raiders, I think they'll be a little rough because the Raiders look different under your boy Antonio Pierce. This is the game the Viking media and fans and NFL media is looking at. And we may have to do this game up here, December 17th at Cincinnati. Then here you go. Home for the Lions, home for the Packers, and at Detroit. That's where they end their season. So I think if the Vikings win Sunday at home, they're going to make a run for this. They are.
Yeah, that's a good stretch.
And Doubs is the type of quarterback. I know it's going to sound crazy to you people. Doubs is the type of quarterback a team like the Vikings need. Seriously. Because he can get out of the pocket. He saw it Sunday against Atlanta. So Joshua Doubs get my #1 game ball. He deserves it. So it's Doubs 1, Stroud 2, the Raven defense 3, Deshaun Watson coming back 4, and Joe Burrow 5. So.
Yeah, man. I was talking about that Deion earlier, man. I didn't know about that UCLA one. I just seen it. Jason Whitlock. I seen one of his videos, and I looked over. Oh shit! They robbed these dudes again. Like me, I got my conspiracy hat on, right? So I'm thinking it gotta be an inside job at this point, bro. Because the same stuff that happened, at Jackson State is happening here. And what Whitlock said is like he's putting a target on a kid's back, And I agree with him because that's crazy. And he said it's probably it's probably one of these.
Now you
know what I mean? Because he's one of these kooky rappers, yo. Because these dudes, some of them are not, in gangs, but some of them, they hang with gangs, but just to keep the image. And I guess they pay them or whatever. For protection and all that stuff. But yeah, this shit is too fishy, man. And that's not good. And that's gonna scare away recruits, man. You know what I mean? Like him trying to get at least maybe not the defensive lineman, but for the offensive lineman, like most of those offensive linemen are, white boys, Not that they don't have a lot of, black defensive linemen, but they don't have to go to Deion to succeed. You know what I mean? Like they can go to Georgia, Alabama, Wisconsin, and they can still make it to the NFL as a top prospect, So he's gonna have
lineman. Deion's offensive lineman?
No, I'm saying like for him recruiting offensive linemen, like they don't have to.
Oh yeah. Steve Hutchinson's helping him, so.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, all right, so what if he doesn't get them based on all the extracurricular activity? You know what I mean? That's going on around the team. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. You're saying. Speaking of
So,
Deion Sanders, I'm reading here right here tonight. Yeah, he just let a lot of brothers down again. He
yeah.
says he believes he's not built for the NFL to coach. So
Mhm.
it says Sanders not eyeing a return to the NFL as a coach. There you go.
I
I
think
told
that
these guys
I think
that
that's
Colorado's perfect for him.
I think if he
And
gets
he's going to be
right
in the Big 12 next year. And he's going to be competing for the play in the playoffs, 12-team playoff next year. Miami, Green Bay Poison. Doubs is the new sheriff in town. Yeah, Jim's is saying he's the new sheriff in town in Minnesota. I do agree. And the Vikings are, according to Mike Florio, they're going to go with Dobbs the rest of the way. I think that's a wise move. Dobbs is having a nice year, folks, for him. He did good in Arizona with nothing, and now he has a lot on his table with the Vikings, and Jefferson is working his way back. So they got Detroit at the right time at the end of the year. And wouldn't that be some shit if Minnesota wins out? Wouldn't that be something? Honeyman?
Yeah, that would be some crazy shit. They could probably get the number 1 seed, right? Who's number 1 right now? No, Eagles. All right, they could probably get the number 2 seed.
And the
So
Eagles beat them week 2 in
yeah,
Philadelphia.
so they could potentially get the number 2 seed. So,
If they beat Detroit, and that's not going to be easy.
yeah,
But they
Detroit
played Detroit twice at the end of the year. So.
yeah, but they beat Detroit is beatable, and Detroit also lost to Seattle. So if Seattle can kind of maintain and maybe potentially have the same record,
Yeah.
it'd be a good thing to see.
Yeah. Bill Belichick on the hot seat. I told you guys that back in May.
Who said Bill
Yeah, he's on
Belichick?
the hot seat. Belichick. Yeah, he hates New England.
Who said that? Is that Mr. Miami?
Yeah.
Miami funny.
305 said that, yeah. So Kyler Murray plays Sunday, everybody.
I think he'll maybe, yeah. If he's starting, he's going to be good. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see who they play again.
Minnesota?
Minnesota? Oh, really? Oh, all right. No. I was talking about,
What team plays who? Arizona?
yeah, who they play.
No, I'll let you know in a second. Arizona plays. I know it's a tough game this week. They play with Kyler Murray in the lineup. They're playing the Falcons this week.
Falcons, all right. Giants, Cowboys, Panthers, Bears.
Yeah, they play the Falcons this week.
Texans, Bengals.
Oh, you talking last week of the year? Yeah.
Falcons, all right. And it's in Arizona. All right.
Yeah.
Some interesting
That's where
match.
they play. I got the whole schedule right here. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make my choice on Sunday. So what's the record now? I'm 3-0, right? Then I go 3-0.
Who did you pick again?
Yeah, for the last picks.
Who was it? Now I'll tell you.
I had the Browns. I had what is that? Yeah, the Browns. The
Browns
Ravens,
covered. Ravens
Browns
covered.
and the who was the last one? See who the hell was the last one? Who faced the Rams?
Who played the Rams?
Because I think I was going against the Rams, right?
That was Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah, and I had the Packers. Yep, yeah.
They all covered, so yeah. So now you're 14. Congratulations. You're 14-13. Look at that.
That's
and
what
I'm
I do.
16 and I'm 16-11 because I swept this week. I had the Bengals covered. I had the Texans over 39.5. Both teams scored 76 points. And I had the Who else I had? I know I had the Raiders. I told everybody that was the lock of the week. I had the Raiders over the Giants, 1.5. So Iman is 14-13. I'm 16-14. So
Damn. It was 3
I'm
on
not 14. I'm 16-11. That's why I'm 16-11.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are gonna win it all, man. Because you got
Yeah,
Mahomes.
you
You give him
into
that.
Chief. You into Chief Kingdom, bro.
Nah, because I'm looking. It's like when you have a really good quarterback, but you don't have
No,
the
he's the
defense
best
to
in the
go with.
business. Yeah.
Now he got the defense to go with it. So now you got the defense top 3. I think they're ranked number 3, and they got a good secondary. And then now you're gonna have Mahomes. You still got Kelsey. Pacheco is good. Their offensive line is good. So yeah, I don't see nobody beating them, man. It'll be good to see Ravens and the Chiefs AFC Championship game. I think that'll be it. I don't see nobody else.
I believe the AFC, the Super Bowl champion is going to come from the AFC North.
AFC North. So who? The Steelers?
I can see the Steelers. Yeah.
Nah, the Steelers ain't winning the Super Bowl.
No, you never know. With a great defense, bro. I think the NFC is too weak.
Yeah, but
San Francisco showed their ass now.
I don't think they're gonna get it, but I would say Tomlin, he needs a Super Bowl to go out with to cement legacy, because the only Super Bowl he has wasn't the core guys on that team weren't his players.
It was Bill Cowher. Okay, I can buy that.
Yeah.
But if Tomlin, I could tell you right now, though, if Tomlin wins, he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches.
Yeah. If you get another one, yeah.
Yeah, I could tell you that right now.
Yeah, he's great already.
The team, I think, and I'm going to be watching these games on Sunday. If Cleveland goes to Baltimore and beat them, I'm going to have a whole new conversation next Tuesday.
Cleveland. They're 1-2 in the division already. So it's not.
Yeah, they lost to Pittsburgh. They lost to the Ravens.
Yeah. So that ain't good. They got a chance, but it ain't good. And then the Bengals are 0-2, so they got to make up some ground.
Yeah, they beat the Bengals opening day. So that division is so good. And I told everybody about this in July. The AFC North have the best teams, man.
Everybody's over 500, and then they're all 5-3 except for the Ravens, 7-2.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like I said to all these guys back after week 3, let's see what happens. And now you're beginning to be stories told. We know the entire NFC is whack. They're not going. The entire league, the entire NFC sucks.
Yeah.
And the whole story is going to be the Chiefs, the AFC North, Jacksonville, and Miami. Those are going to be your playoff teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I'm still kind
of. The picture is coming. It's becoming very crystallized.
I'm not buying, bro. I'm not buying them. I don't know. I'm just not buying.
Which team you not buying?
The Eagles, man. They're 8-1, but it's like I'm not buying it, bro. I feel like somebody gonna surprise from the damn NFC, man. I wouldn't be shocked if the Seahawks made the Super Bowl, man.
Nah, after what Baltimore did, I don't see it, bro.
I mean from the NFC side.
Well, we'll find out. Seattle, week 12, San Francisco, week 13 at Dallas, week 14 at San Francisco, week 15, Philly goes to Seattle, week 16, Seattle plays I believe Seattle plays a good team that week. I know week 17, Pittsburgh comes in. So that 6-game stretch is going to tell you about the Seahawks.
I'm looking at it. NFC South is out. They're not going to no Super Bowl.
No, they're a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, they're done. I think it's going to either come NFC West or the NFC East. And I don't damn Eagles in there again, man. Cowboys ain't doing it. They ain't.
I will say this for the Eagles. The one thing about the Eagles, that boy, come on up, bro. I'll drop the link. The one thing about the Eagles that they seem out of sync is because they're playing power football, and power football is boring.
Oh no,
Unless you're a Chicago Bear fan or a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, power football is boring.
They're doing that tush push. It's not gonna get them nothing.
Yeah. It's boring football.
They did it last year.
I'm just being honest here.
Damn, yeah, because I don't see. Yeah, I would be shocked if Detroit made it to the Super Bowl. We might get Detroit and Kansas City again rematch. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Because Goff has done it before. He has done it before, man. You could say that about Goff. He's done it before. He took a team to the bowl. So,
yeah,
I think either the Eagles, Lions, Vikings, man. That would be crazy. And then out of the NFC West, it'd be the 49ers and Seahawks. So those are my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the 6 playoff teams, right? That'd be it, yeah.
There you go.
I think that's right. Yeah. Wait, is there a 7th spot? I'm forgetting. Is there
There's 7 in AFC, NFC, and AFC.
I mean, because they added a team.
That boy to pull up.
Yeah, so it could
3
be.
or 5. It's 7 teams that win. Now,
so it could be.
The 1 seed gets a bye.
Yeah.
2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5.
Yeah, so I would say maybe it'll be between the could be 2 teams out of the NFC South. It could be the Saints, or it could be the Falcons or the Buccaneers.
Nah, there'll be no 2 teams from the South, bro. It's gonna be.
Sure?
It's
got to be 2 teams because it's got to be 2 teams from one division.
No. I'll tell you what it is. It's gonna be. It's gonna be Philly and Dallas. It's gonna be the winner of the South.
That's 3. Detroit
it's gonna be probably Minnesota and Detroit.
That's 5.
San Francisco and Seattle.
Yeah.
There you go. Those are your teams. Dallas, Seattle, and Minnesota is your wild cards.
Yeah, that's it. That's 7, yeah.
In the AFC, I just told you, it's either going to be 3 or 4 from the North. Miami, Jacksonville.
Has that ever happened? Has there been all 4 teams from one division to make it in the playoffs? I ain't never seen.
No, but here's the scary thing about the AFC North. Yeah. After Thursday night's game between next Thursday night's game between the Bengals and the Brown and the Ravens, and I'll do that game up here next Thursday night. The AFC North don't play each other no more to week 18.
Damn.
But I do believe Pittsburgh plays Cincinnati twice late in the year. I think they play the Bengals it's week 14 and week 16. Or week 13 and week 16. So the Steelers playing twice because the Steelers finished the year at Seattle and at Baltimore. Steelers played the last 2 games on the road.
3, 4, 5.
So
6. Damn! This is gonna be a crazy. So 3 out of the AFC North. Right?
I think all 4 are going. Me personally.
All 4? God damn! Yeah. All right, let's do it. Let's say the AFC North. We got 4 right there, and then it will be
Miami, Jacksonville, and the Chiefs.
That would be funny, man. That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think because of the Dolphins.
Wait, so the Bills not making it?
No, I said that. And now people beginning to see the handwriting on the wall. But them losing to the Bengals, they're done.
All right, but the Bills beat the Dolphins and they whooped their ass, right? So
yeah, but see, let me do this.
If they win the division, they should be good, right? They should win. Then it wouldn't be.
Let me do this for you. Let Let me do this for you so you'll know this. All right.
All right, go
Where's
ahead.
Buffalo at? All right, let me do this
5
for
and
you
4.
right now. I'm gonna do this for you. All right, this is Buffalo beginning week 12. Okay. I'm gonna do Buffalo right now. I'm gonna start with week 12. All right, here you go. At the Eagles,
Mhm.
at the Chiefs,
Damn.
the Cowboys, at the Chargers, at Miami. You sure that the Bills are gonna make it?
What's Miami's schedule though? Because they not beating good teams
I'm
either.
gonna tell you Miami's next 5 games. That's all you need to know. Raiders at home. Okay. At Jets with Zach Wilson. Back home,
That's
I believe Miami.
not,
Oh,
that's not
at
gonna.
the Redskins. No, at the Redskins. Home for Tennessee. Home for the Jets. Home for Dallas.
Hey, that's not
But
an easy schedule as you.
but listen to what I just said.
Yeah.
Forget the Dallas game.
Uh-huh.
The Raiders, the Jets
Yeah.
twice, Washington and Tennessee.
The
Trust
Raiders
me,
might.
Miami's gonna win all 5 of those games. Miami's gonna win the division.
All right, but the Raiders might pull an upset, man. Look at them
I
right
don't
now.
see it. I think you
All
are
right, wait,
dealing now.
game? That an away game?
No, I don't see it, bro. Miami's healthy again, bro.
Is that
And
a home?
Miami's healthy again, bro. But
It
I
wasn't.
will say this. If you're a Dolphin fan, you do not want the Raiders winning against the Jets Sunday night. Because if that happens, that's going to tell you 2 things. One, Antonio Pierce got the full attention of his team.
Mhm.
And number 2, and people are going to start saying this. The Raiders are going to go. The Raiders are saying they're going to make a run. Antonio Pierce, they're going to make a run at this shit. And remember, they play Kansas City twice at the end of the year.
The Raiders are 1-1 in their division. They got a shot, man.
Yeah, the Raiders are going to make a run at this.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why
And
games not going to be easy games.
I'll tell you, that Miami game next Sunday, I'm going to do that game up here. That is going to be very fascinating. Because if Antonio Pierce has that team full attention, you'll find out Sunday night against that Jet defense. Does he have their full attention? You can say what you want about the Jets, folks. That defense will come to play.
Yeah.
Problem is they're not going to get enough points. The rumblings are Rodgers will be back week 13.
What,
The
man?
GM said Joe Douglas last week he'll be back.
Man, I do not want to see Rodgers come out again and get
Why?
an Achilles. Then he didn't have an Achilles injury. What the hell?
You know, Aaron loves
What
the
was
attention.
what was his exact injury, man? Because they must be lying.
He
No
just-
way he had a tear and then he's playing a few weeks after.
If you want my honest opinion, I hope he doesn't play.
Yeah, man. Just freaking wait till next year, man. Stop. Whatever the heck he's doing.
All right. The Steelers, Green Bay this week, at Cleveland, at Baltimore, Arizona at home, New England at home. Very winnable games. At the Colts, the Bengals again, at Seattle, at the Ravens. So, looking at their schedule, after week 12, the Steelers are going to go hay. They're going to make some hay. They're going to beat Arizona. They're going to beat New England. They're going to beat the Colts. And then their last 3 games are going to be tough. Bengals at home to end their home's year. And that game is on national TV, by the way, folks. 4:30 on the 23rd of December. That's a Saturday afternoon. At the Seahawks, at the Ravens. And that may be put to a night game. You know, they like to play Baltimore and Pittsburgh at the end of the year, one of those games, like who's going to play the last game of the year. I think it'll be that one. But I do believe, let me see what they're saying in the chat. Yeah, I told that boy to pull up. ESPN ranked Buffalo at number 3 for their power rankings What the effort they're smoking, I don't know. I don't know. Third, wow. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, Iman. I just think it's gonna be a different year in football. I do. 305, you pulling up, nigga, or what? That boy, you pulling up? So, it's gonna be interesting. And you know what I'm saying? So let me see this bullshit. All right, the Kentucky governor was reelected tonight, and people care. ESPN losing billions of dollars.
Good.
I think ESPN, give it another 3 to 5 years, they'll be gone.
Yeah, everybody think they invincible, man. If top company, what is that? Sears, they can close down. Legendary, iconic name brand like that. Nobody's invincible. Anything can happen.
Gyms, they got the Ravens third. They got the Eagles 1, Chiefs 2, Ravens 3, Dolphins 4. I don't know how you got the Dolphins 4. I don't know how you do it. I don't know. Wow. You crazy, bro. Who's 5? Detroit's 5. Jacksonville 6. Bengals 7. I would switch if it was up to me. They got Cleveland 10. They got Buffalo 11. First of all, I would put the Ravens 1. I would go Ravens 1. I would go Ravens 1. Chiefs 2. Bengals 3. Eagles 4. 5. I would put. Let me see who's 5. I would put number 5. I would probably put Jacksonville. 6 the Lions. 7 Miami. 8 San Francisco. 9 Dallas. No, 9 Cleveland. 10 Dallas. That's how I would do it. The rest of the rankings they got right. But yeah, that's how I would do it. I would drop Miami down because Miami still hasn't proven they can beat a real team. So, all right, family. Buffalo at 11? Really? Think that's high for them? I think that's perfect for them. I think Buffalo, it's going to be some hard times for them to the end, unfortunately. I look at the Bills. I think that run is over. Losing to the Bengals like that. I seriously believe that run is over. Whew, boy. So it'll be interesting. Like I said, let the games play out, folks. All right, Adam Shine with his bullshit, saying that he may be right though, but I'm not gonna put Stroud there yet. But Stroud is tremendous, and the Texans got their franchise quarterback. If you hear me quiet, I'm doing my mail. Yeah. So, like I said, let the games play out. And we'll see where everybody is by the end of week 16. I kept saying over, but you got fools who think that their team got the greatest quarterback, the greatest this and that, and that's not the case. You gotta let the season play out. So we'll find out, Iman learning about his his Giants. Giants gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, I'll see what they do is going to be interesting. Let's see.
Yeah.
If you're going to step back 10 years, or are we going to propel us 2 years?
I don't know what to think, bro, but
I'm losing faith in this dude because of the you know what I mean, like the decision making, man. Even with the game with the Jets, the kicker was injured, right? Like the kicker, they said he was hurt, then he had to go get surgery, and I'm like, if you hurt, why are you playing?
The Giants rushed him back seriously because they felt the Raiders was a winnable game. And in hindsight, you could think that way, but
the last
did you see how he got hurt?
Who?
Jones.
No, not Jones. I'm talking about the kicker in the Jets game when we were down. When they decided to go for the field goal, it was 13-10. We could have went up 16-10, and then they would have been forced to score a touchdown, and they wouldn't have done that. But he missed the kick. It was 30 yards. Chip shot.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He was hurt. That's what he said. And the dude is getting surgery now. No. And I'm like, if he's gonna, if he's that hurt, why you have him out there? You know what I mean? We could have been 4-4 right now, or at least 4-5 now. Since we lost to the Raiders, we probably could have won 5-4. But I don't know, man. These guys.
Bro, did you see the backup running back for the Texans had to do kickoffs and kick the field goal for them?
He made it?
Yeah, he made it. Yeah.
How long was the field goal?
I think it was 43 yards.
43. What's the running back name?
I forgot his name. I'll find it though. But yeah.
What the hell? See, that's what I mean. You need like dual athletes like that, man. You need guys that can do everything. And I
saw it live up here Sunday when he made the kick. I was watching that game.
But this is what's funny. Like back then, like like in the 1920s, 30s, this is what players did. They played both ways.
Yeah.
Running back, they were like running back / cornerback / center / punt returner, kick returner. / kicker. Yeah, that's what players did like in the 30s, 40s, and
50s and 60s. Yeah.
They played so many different positions. So it's kind of cool to see, actually, because we don't really see that a lot. We just see one player at one position.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was a moment, man. I saw that last on Sunday, and I was like, yo, I said the Ravens, the Texans backup third string running back was doing the kickoffs and he kicked the field goal. I think he won no, I forgot who won AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. I forgot.
Dear Ogunbale.
Oh, okay. He won Special Team Player of the Week.
The kicker, right? The running back kicker. Yeah. Dar.
Oh, so yeah, that was him. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That was so cool to see, though.
Yeah. That is cool. I don't see why we couldn't use the punter. Like, punters practice kicking, and I know kickers practice punting too, just in case.
That's true, yeah.
They should know, how to do that stuff. So that's why I couldn't get, if he was hurt, why couldn't they just use a punter? Jeez, man.
That's true.
You just want your team to be competitive, Ugh. We'll see. But I think Dabo bought himself another year because of what he did last year. So they'll give him another chance. But if this shit like this happens next year, I think he's gone after next year. So he's got to get it together. Even if we don't have, the right quarterback or, we got to be competitive next year. No excuses, man. Or else this guy's gone, I think.
It will be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be very interesting, man. I agree with you. I mean, just looking at it, man. This is why I love the NFL so much, man. Because it's always storylines.
Yeah. They got the best storylines. They got the best writers. So the white guys in New York, are they all down? Are they all sad? And Jones is down.
I was so amazed how Daniel Jones tore his Achilles. He got up by himself and limped off the field by himself.
So it's Achilles. I saw ACL.
Oh, ACL. ACL is Achilles.
Huh? Nah. It's that's inside the knee. The Achilles is on the heel. Should be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that'll be the foot, but that was.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of.
ACL is their crucial ligament.
Yeah, but it all depends, like how severe the ACL injury is. You could probably walk on it, but yeah, if it's like fully blown, really bad, then you're probably not gonna be able to put a lot of pressure on it. But yeah, that's a tough son of a gun, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do respect about him. If his toughness.
See, if they wanted to trade him, they could have did that, but he's hurt now. Nobody gonna want to take him. Yes. Yeah, and we got Saquon too to think about, man. I want to see what. Yeah, next year is gonna be interesting, especially this offseason, man. They got to give Saquon something. My man said he want to be a Giant for life, all of that, and then I think he's like 3rd or 4th now in terms of rush yards.
Really, for a guy who's barely played?
Yes, and that's how good he is. Let me see. Let me look at it again, man. Let me see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Giants all-time rushing leaders. Let's see.
Shout out to my boy.
1. Let me see.
Shout out to my boy who celebrated his birthday, I think, a week or 2 ago.
Yep,
This
Saquon's
is
number
gonna
5.
this is gonna shock Iman Perry. What I'm about to say,
Shock
because I
me.
really don't talk about my life that deeply, but this guy is one of the best human beings I've ever come across. Shout out to Giants play-by-play announcer Bob Papa, and we go back about 41 years. We're the same age. And I know Iman is saying, what?
Man, Mace know a lot of people, man. Mace
We
a
go
lot of
back since he was a college freshman. And he used to do a radio show, sports show, every Saturday and Sunday night called FUV. And he remembers me from all the years, and I've always been a big fan of his. I support all those Fordham guys. Michael K is another one I know personally. When Jason Taylor used to be on the old football show on satellite radio, I used to call him. He used to let me call. I used to call in every week. He used to give me at least 10 minutes with Jason Taylor, bro. Then you knew who I was. And one thing about me is I bring up facts when I talk to these guys. I'm not a fanboy. You know what I'm saying? So I know Bob is aching about the Giants losing this season. This, to me, for the Giant fan, this is a lost season. And, I'm just being honest up here. Giants got to do something. They have to make a big splash this offseason.
They need to get that
This
offense.
is what I would do if I'm the Giants. Make the fan base excited. If you're going to keep Daniel Jones, and he's not going to play till about a year from now, then this is what I would do.
I think he'll be good by week 1 because it's 78. Yeah, that'll be about 10 weeks. He could potentially start the season.
You mean 10 months?
10 months, yeah, from there. But it's ACL is usually like, what is that, 6? It depends on how fast you heal too, but usually 6 to 8 months. And how hard you train. And he's a quarterback. He doesn't have to, run and all of that and do all of that other stuff. But yeah, it all depends where he's at.
Well, the point I was going to make is...
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm just talking. This me and you just talking because it's your team, but all I'm saying is, you want to hit a home run this year for the Giants this offseason? Sign T. Higgins and draft Marvin Harrison Jr., and I promise you, a lot of your problems will go away.
Nah, man, this is man. You know what that means? If they do that, get Higgins, and then they try to get Marvin Harrison, they freaking.
You're going to be available to get Marvin Harrison. I can tell you that right now.
But that's what I'm saying. That means they wasted these picks. Like, we got guys. We got to develop our guys, man. Like, Wandell is good. He has the speed, bro. But it's like, I don't know what kind of plays they calling, because they keep trying to send them deep. They're trying to send these guys in the underneath routes, but. So I don't know. Is it that he can't run short routes, or what?
I don't know. I don't follow your team like that, family. You would know better than me.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Right now, I wouldn't go after T. Higgins right now because he's going to be asking for a big contract, and we need to pay other people. So I would rather draft Marvin Harrison. If you want to do that, draft Marvin Harrison, get an offensive lineman. Try and sell the picks, make the line good, and then give Daniel something to throw to. And then after next year, you don't want to get him, you don't want to keep him. Wait for Arch Manning or whatever. If that's what they want to do, that's probably what this organization wants. They want another Manning. Shit. Just wait for him.
Arch Manning may be transferring from Texas, by the way.
Yeah. So where?
I don't know. But that's one of the rumors. Remember, the grandfather controls that situation in the Manning family. I'm dead serious. Archie Sr. controls everything in the Manning family.
Yep.
Believe it or not. He controls it.
So is he good anyways? Arch Manning, is he good?
We don't know yet.
Oh, he's red shirt, right?
No, he's on the roster. They don't play him.
Because he's 18, so I mean.
And the kid who started for Texas, he's having a big year. He got hurt again, but he's having a big year. and he went to Alabama. He told Nick Saban, "I'm gonna beat you next time I see you, Nick. I'm gonna beat you." And he whipped his ass in Tuscaloosa. So the young man kept his word. And I loved, believe it or not, Iman, I loved what you call it that week, by the way. I went with Texas that week.
Oh, when they faced who they faced?
Alabama.
Alabama, yeah.
I just had a feeling.
Yeah, they're not. No. Wait, who
You
the hell
see
is
Mr. Miami?
Who is Cooper Manning? Is that his father?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Cooper's kid,
Oh,
yeah.
that's the guy that didn't make it, right? He's that
What
other.
was sick? Let me see what my brother says, and my brother says. Let me see.
So what the hell?
Oh yeah, I'll let you up.
Children.
305 is pulling up for that.
Oh, he's not-
305. The reason why I don't let you up like that because I'm reading stuff on the news wire. What's going on in the news?
Let's see.
And I was doing my mail.
Hey, Iman.
Hey, what's up, brother?
It's
What's
been
up,
a while.
everybody?
How
How
are
y'all
you?
doing?
Good. What's up?
Sitting back chilling, sipping on some drink.
305, what's up, fam?
Hey,
What's
man.
up, Coach? How you
Talking
doing,
with
Coach?
Iman. I'm good, family. We're talking
You
to
know,
Iman up here about his Giants, who
damn.
right now it is a disaster for the Giants right now.
They save
It
it. Get it
couldn't happen worse for them.
I wasn't wishing injury on that kid, on Daniel Jones. I just felt like that was kind of overpay for an okay quarterback, to be honest. I understand he took you guys and won you a playoff game, but you have to admit now was kind of an overpay.
Well, the way y'all say it, y'all wishing he was injured. Shit.
No, that's not true, Iman. Always,
Dang.
and I was having fun with you about the Dolphin game, bro. We don't wish injury on anybody. What always said, and this is all they're saying right now, Iman. Everywhere they're saying this, brother. That and Giant fans did not like that contract, by the way. They're pissed off right now because
That's a
they
good.
want Dayball's head. I'm not kidding. This is real shit. I'm telling you. I'm not making up shit.
They want the GM's
Right.
head. Who's your GM there?
How much is Deshaun Watson getting paid?
$230, but this week, Iman, give him this week. This week is his moment of truth. This week, he's going to play Lamar this week.
How much is Justin Herbert getting paid?
Who, Justin Herbert?
250. 250.
All right, rest my case.
Joe Burrow, how much? Joe Burrow.
Patient boy.
Hey, Manzano, you want to argue this with him? Go ahead. He's sticking by his boy.
It ain't
No, Iman. I wasn't. What I was saying, I wasn't with the way I was saying it. I felt that as a person looking out from the outside, I felt the Giants front office. He's a good kid, a good quarterback, and stuff like that. But when you look at the RI quarterbacks, he should have got like he should have got the same amount of money as maybe a total contract as maybe a Kirk Cousins or someone like that, but not like $100 million, over $100 million.
Iman,
Right,
I mean, hold up. Iman, before you
Kirk
answer
Cousins
that.
making over $100 million too.
Manzano, you think Daniel Jones is in the eye group?
Yes.
Oh, go ahead, Iman. Answer his question.
How much is Kirk Cousins making?
Kirk Cousins is making 35, guaranteed.
All right,
But you know why, Iman? Back up for a second. You know why? I know why. Kirk Cousins get the money he gets. Come on, Iman. You know.
All right, but when did he get his contract?
3
They
years
gave him
ago.
a 1-year deal
All right.
last year. They gave him a 1-year extension last year, which is this year's deal, 35, guaranteed.
Why? All right. So he got 35, and the guy that beat him in the playoffs got 40. So what's the problem?
No, I'm not talking about the 1-year contract, Uncle. I'm talking about the contract he signed before
Like,
the first contract.
oh man,
Iman, this is not me. This
going
is
up for a
Tony.
year, bro.
86 mil was his last contract.
That was a good deal for the Giants. It was a good deal for him. He tore his ACL. He got $92 million guaranteed.
and the draft pundits are saying you guys are going to draft Drake May, apparently.
Oh my God.
According to who?
Go ahead, Tony. I didn't see it. Go ahead, Tony.
According to Tony Pauline and Daniel Jeremiah.
Man, I don't give a damn about none of those guys. For real.
Dang.
I'm leaving this shit alone.
If
I'm gonna let
Dabo
Iman ride and die with his boy. That if you didn't hear me earlier tonight,
it's not even
because I'm with Iman.
It's not
I'm
even
riding and
boy.
dying with my boy. Gutekunst basically told Jordan Love.
If Dabo his job, I
feel I know what Iman feels. I think it's crazy, but I give Iman credit. But he's gonna ride and die with his boy.
Yeah, no, I ride and die with the dog. See, I ride and die with the team, not the player. And that see where that's gotten me my whole life, Uncle.
You should have stuck with Aaron Rodgers, who's coming back week 13 against Atlanta.
Aaron's coming back?
Yes.
Oh, they said he's coming. He's gonna play week 13.
That's according to the GM. He said that last week. He said Aaron's definitely coming back.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Aaron, but don't send me a Jets jersey, Mace, please.
See, 305. Did you hear what I said about Jordan Love tonight?
I heard you. I heard you on my.
No, the reason why I said that because I was honest about what I said. If you didn't hear the news, folks, Brian Gutekunst has basically told Jordan Love he's done in Green Bay. And I told the reason why he's done in Green Bay. And it's not that he sucks, nothing like that. Jordan Love, unfortunately, is the type of young man that falls in love with his arm talent. And instead of him doing the right things out there, instead, he was showing off his gun for an arm and throwing it sideways. And the other week, he tried to do a hook shot. You can't be doing that shit.
And Uncle, besides that, in general, I've said this multiple times. The older generation of Packers fans, people your age, can't stand that a black quarterback is the face of their franchise.
No, Manzana, you're wrong. The people in Green Bay, they support Jordan Love. They see what I see. They blame the defense. They blame the receivers coach. There's going to be some house cleaning in Lambeau, as Mr. Miami likes to hear.
The poison.
It will be trouble in paradise in Lambeau very soon. And
do you think they're going to fire Gutekunst?
No, Gutekunst stays. The Love is the one that they decided to give him next year, and if he plays well, they'll let him walk because Green Bay thinks deep. They think he's gonna have a big year next year. I do too. I told you guys this. I said this year he'll struggle, but he'll get it together. Next year he will move forward. And the Packers already said they're not paying a quarterback $50 million ever again. And what they foresee is he'll have a big year next year and he can go next team. They're going to draft one of these quarterbacks this year.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Can you see him going to, I can't believe I'm saying this, if this kid doesn't perform well? Like, if he loses the rest of his big games and we miss the playoffs, do you think we get Jordan Love?
No.
In Miami?
I don't know what Miami's going to do, but I know this. If they don't win a playoff game this year, I'll guarantee you they're not extending his contract. He ain't
But
getting no extension.
knowing Greer, he's an idiot. He's gonna do so. He gave Tannehill that extension.
No,
7
he
years.
wasn't the GM then. That was Mike Tannenbaum who did that.
Oh no, but Greer was part of that decision making too. No,
I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't tell the future when it comes to like what team. I don't know who's gonna be bad in 24. Nobody does.
Oh, how about him going to? How
I
about
don't
him?
know, Tony. I don't know.
No, for
Because-
Jordan Love. For Jordan Love, to me, this is where I can see him going. Either Atlanta, not Chicago, Arizona,
Or Seattle. I could see Seattle.
or what's
I
his?
can see him in New York.
The Raiders. The Raiders.
Nah.
Or
I don't
she
see
or,
the
or New York.
No, the Giants would never draft a black quarterback or get a black quarterback. They're off the.
How about
I don't know what it
Pittsburgh?
would be, but remember one thing: he has to put up good numbers, not great numbers, good numbers next year, and I think he will. I've been saying that all along. But Green Bay don't want to pay a quarterback. They're smart. Aaron burnt them.
Do
I'd say
you
more to
think
the
do you
Jets.
think do you think it would do you think Jordan Love would do something like this? Maybe sit behind a Patrick Mahomes and learn a little bit?
His problem with him is he loves his arm too much. Now, what
He's
I
like
do
a Justin
that-
Herbert kind of.
No, Herbert's not like that. He loves his arm too much. He loves his talent too much. Could you blame him?
Mace, what do you got? Who else do you think he learned that cockiness from?
Oh, I said it earlier tonight. When you worship Patrick Mahomes and you're playing with the biggest narcissists on the planet, hey, what are you gonna do?
And Aaron learned that narcissism from Brett.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, for me, Aaron is not as a big. I don't think Aaron is as big of a narcissist as Brett was, Mace. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Brett was worse.
You don't
way
think
worse.
so, huh? You don't think he learned from Brett, huh? You
No,
don't
he
think
learned from
Aaron
Brett,
could've
but I'm
played
not
on
saying
the-
no.
No,
But what
let
I'm
me-
saying, Uncle, he's not. Brett was way worse. Brett was way worse because Sao Paulo Antonio would act like. Was it Sao Paulo that was obsessed with Brett? That would follow him everywhere.
Yeah, no, that was Ed Werder.
And Werder would make Brett think his shit don't stink.
I don't think Jared Jones liked that too much.
Jerry hated that. We know that. Let's be honest. You really think Jerry liked that Ed was following Brett around?
And Raven, I was coming up when Platinum was going on the air, so I didn't watch that, but I did see that headline. And that is true. I've been saying, but I'm saving that type of stuff on the other channel, Rumble. I will talk about that situation. But like I was saying, yeah, Jordan understands now. And it was pretty cool what happened Sunday. He had a good game Sunday. And he finally did it. He saw the tight end up the middle, wide open, 30 yards. He threw a nice, perfect pass to him. The tight end ran in for the touchdown. And every player on that team ran off the bench to hug him. The fans went nuts. He finally got it. That's the way he's supposed to pass the football. Not throwing rockets every damn time, bro.
Uncle, this is off topic, but I was just recently watching the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm not sure if you know who this is. They recently inducted a famous DJ from New York, from Brooklyn, around where you lived, and stuff like that, or the Bronx. Cool boy. I forgot what they said his name was. It's a famous guy that invented how to like. He was responsible for the breakdancing craze in the late 70s, early 80s, and stuff like that, where people started dancing to the breaks of the
Yeah, the story behind it is they inducted Kool Herc, and in return, Kool Herc sold out, and there is a race war with this right now, with this hip hop that the Puerto Ricans and the Caribbeans and the white man is behind this. They are claiming that they discovered hip hop. Everybody knows that's a lie. And now Tariq Nasheed is going to put out a movie about this in the movie theaters come March. And everybody knows it's going to be the truth. So everyone believes that if Nasheed gets his way, the white man would just say, here, you guys, this is the only thing you got is hip hop and rap. You can have it. No one cares about you. And, that's just the way it works.
Were you a big fan of Kool Herc, Uncle? Or not really?
He was all right. I seen him perform in person back in 1980.
And they also inducted Shaka Khan.
Well, they had to do that. I don't know why they didn't do that earlier. I mean, that's crazy that she gets in so many years later. I can't explain it, but that's the way those music people do things. I don't get into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame stuff.
Yeah, no, but I was just, since you're an old school music fan, I wanted to bring that up to you, Uncle. That those two people.
I appreciate that.
Were you a big fan of Shaka, Uncle?
Yeah. I like that feel for you.
I did like that
right,
song.
Mr. Miami?
Yeah.
I know that song means a lot to you.
Or something like that.
So, Uncle, and you're honest, I've never experienced a live game at either the old Lincoln Financial Field or the Three Rivers. Is it Three Rivers? The old
Three Rivers is Pittsburgh. The Vet used to be in Philadelphia. The Vet Veterans Stadium. I've been there a few times.
Yeah. How are live games? The live game experience at the old Veteran Stadium and the old Lincoln Financial Field.
They played at the same place until they built them separate stadiums. I never been to Lincoln Financial Field, so I don't know how it is there. I've been to
Veterans
a lot. Yeah, Veterans is a dump. Oh, it was a dump.
No, but the actual live game, not talking about the amenities, but the actual live game experience.
It's a dump.
It's a dump. That's why they tore it down.
Yeah, from what I heard, the link is good. The link is good.
So the Vet is kind of like the Coliseum in Oakland. A dump.
Yeah, you could say that.
Come on, Los Angeles Coliseum.
Yeah.
No, the Qualcomm Stadium is a dump. Also, I heard.
Oh, Oakland. That's where they left. Yeah. Yeah, but they're gonna get a better place in Vegas.
Next, honestly, you're like you said before, Mace. The A's are going to be going from an outhouse to a penthouse.
Yep. Well,
if they didn't build a new stadium for the Golden State Warriors in San Francisco, do you think they would have moved them to Vegas?
No. The reason why they moved the Warriors is because they won championships. That's how it works.
Oh, no, my mistake. The Clippers.
They're moving to Inglewood. They're going to move right across the street from where the Qualcomm Stadium is.
No, that's what I'm asking. If they hadn't built,
not Qualcomm. What the hell I'm talking about? What's the hell is that? LA SoFi Stadium. They're gonna move right across the street from SoFi.
Oh, where San Francisco plays?
No, where the Chargers and Rams play.
Wait, I thought SoFi is the
SoFi is LA.
Okay. No, but what I'm asking, if they hadn't built the stadium in Englewood for the Clippers, do you think they would have moved to Vegas or back to Seattle? They would have moved them to Seattle.
No, they probably would have moved them back to San Diego.
The Clippers?
Yeah, or to Vegas.
Who do you think they would move to give that hardcore basketball fan base in Seattle, Uncle? What team do you think they would move to in the NBA to that back to Seattle?
No, from everything they said, they're going to be an expansion team there, and LeBron's going to get the team in Vegas.
How was the? Did you ever go to games in that old stadium that the Supersonics played in, Uncle? Key Arena?
Key Arena, yes.
What was the experience live?
Awesome, because I had great seats. Awesome. I sat directly at midcourt, center court, in the middle section of the arena. It was beautiful. I could reach out and touch the players. Excellent view.
And the same thing for CenturyLink where the Seahawks play.
There, I sat in the middle, but by the scoreboard in the end zone. It's great because you can just watch the game.
Is that where the Sounders play also?
Yeah. The Sounders had their own place, but because they have so many fans, they moved them there. Jim says, so high to the Rockies, what do you think? Be right back, stream. If I don't, I'll see you in 30. Platinum, yeah, I saw that with Platinum tonight. So high to the Rockies? I don't think so. Matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up, Jims. Right now, for Ohtani,
Seattle
is looking, Seattle. It's Dodgers, Cubs, Seattle.
Yeah.
Cubs going to spend money again.
Uncle.
Yeah.
They're actually already reporting, besides Peter Bendix, the Marlins are going to hire the former John Daniels as their GM.
Yeah, because they're in trouble right now. And the word on the street is that Robbie Rob, that's the new nickname they give him. Robbie Rob Manfred said that the Marlins will pay deeply for what they did to Kimmy.
So even though they hired a guy that the league respects, and
nobody
Bendix,
likes the guy they got from Tampa.
They
said
hate
nobody
Bendix?
likes that guy from Tampa. Yeah, a lot of people don't like him.
Wow.
Dang.
Baseball is tough, bro. They're loyal to people who pay their dues. And now they're killing the guy who made her walk away. They said Jeter was there. She was there. They both said, hell no, I'm not staying here. That's a bad look on the Marlins. And because the Marlins don't draw, Rob doesn't like that. And word is they may be draft. You're going to find out in April, May. They could be draft. The penalty will be most likely draft pick compensation.
That's honestly, that's an overreaction, kind of.
I don't think so.
No,
I
no.
think-
Like, are they saying? Are they taking away a first round pick, a second round pick?
I don't know what Rob's going to do, but the word on the street is it's going to be draft pick compensation.
Yeah,
but they're going to pay.
Yeah, no, but also and me and you were joking about this, Uncle. They're gonna, the women's groups are gonna be protesting in front of Marlins Stadium.
Yeah. No, they're gonna be at that winter meetings wherever it is, and that's not a good look for baseball.
It's Palm Beach. I think.
It's Palm Beach. It's not gonna be a good look.
The GM meetings. The GM meetings are
in.
I think, huh?
No, I said all these women groups yelling and screaming.
No, and to be honest, they announced where the GM meetings are. The GM meetings are going to be at the hotel where the draft used to be for the NFL.
What, in Midtown Manhattan?
Yeah. What is that hotel called again?
Damn, I went there so many times.
Was it the Hilton? Is it the Hilton?
No. Damn, what the hell is that?
Was it the Waldorf?
No. What the hell is that hotel on 48th Street called? Damn. I should know this. I told you that I'm getting old because I even forgot the name of that place. It's a big hotel chain, though. I forgot the name. All right, folks. The Jackie Robinson Rookie of the Year. The candidates are Tanner Beebe from the Indians, Tristan Casas from the Red Sox, and the man who's going to win it because his team won 100 games, Gunnar Henderson of the Orioles. The National League, Corbin Carroll. I'm not even have to announce the rest. He's going to win the National League Rookie of the Year.
The Manager of the Year.
The Manager of the Year, Kevin Cash, Bruce Bochy, and Brandon Hyde. They're going to give it to Brandon Hyde.
It's going to be Skip.
In the National League, I think Skip Schumacher. No, I think they'll punish him because of what happened with Kim Ng. So Craig Counsell's going to win it.
Who's the other guy for
the Braves manager and Craig Counsell?
Snitker, Brian Snitker.
Yeah, Craig Counsell. By the way, I did not see this till yesterday. Signed the richest manager contract in the history of baseball, getting $40 million to manage, and
he went to the Cubs, but
yeah.
This is what I see happening. I think Schumacher goes up to take over for Counsell and for the Brewers.
No, the Brewers won't sign him. He's a former Cardinal. They won't sign Skip.
They hate any Cardinal.
Yes. The Manzano shaking his head.
That's kind of stupid. That's kind of stupid. I understand it, but it's stupid.
Why is that stupid?
No, the reason why I say it's stupid, if he helps you win games, does it really matter?
I think people do care though. I'm serious.
I understand and honestly, I think a guy like Counsell would rather. I think Counsell would want. Would you consider Chicago a big market?
Oh yeah, it is. Third biggest market in the world.
Yeah, I think Chicago. He would rather coach in a big market like New York or Chicago.
No, he turned down the Mets, and the Mets ended up getting Carlos
Mendoza.
And Met fans are not happy with that move. Also, the owner says he's not spending money because he knows he's not getting Ohtani.
So, Uncle, do you kind of wish the MLB had like a manager? Like, do you think the MLB should mandate all the organizations to train managers to have like a what's it called? A system to develop managers so they can have a filter system in their own franchises.
They do that, but sometimes somebody may be better. You may have a GM that just came to the team, like what happened with the Mets. The guy who came there was from the Brewers, but Craig Counsell didn't want nothing to do with New York, and he went to Chicago. He's a Midwest kid. Yeah, he's a Midwest kid, and Counsell decided to stay in the Midwest. That's why he took the Cubs.
I think he's from Chicago or somewhere like
Craig Counsell.
Yeah, I think he's like from Michigan or Chicago.
No, he's
or
from
like
Chicago. Yeah, he's from Chicago.
And that's why I'm saying I think. So you think Schumacher, if this happens, he would the only job he would take would be the Cardinals job? You think?
Oh yeah, and that could be very available after this year coming up. By the way, Skip ain't stupid. Cardinals will hire him in a heartbeat.
Mozeliak?
Oh yeah, he'll do that. Yeah, Johnny will do that. Yeah. And here's the sad part: people in St. Louis will give him a stand. They're not happy in St. Louis, though, by the way. They're not.
because they
Cardinals
didn't make
last
the
place?
playoffs.
Cardinals last place? Are you kidding me? They're going to have a top 8 pick? No, that doesn't work in St. Louis. No.
Either that or apparently they're looking at Yadier Molina.
I'll say this right now. The Cardinals are going to move somebody big next month at the winter meetings.
Is it going to be Gold? Do you think it's Arenado or Goldschmidt?
I think it's going to be Arenado because Goldsmith won an MVP 2 years ago for them. Here's the Cy Young candidates for the American League. Yankees, Garrett Cole. Blue Jays, Kevin Gausman. Goddamn. Garrett Cole wins the Cy Young. National League, Gallen, Logan Webb, Blake Snell. But these are not great candidates, folks.
I think it's going to be Blake Snell.
No, Zach Gallen's going to win it because Arizona made the playoffs and they made the World. He was good in the playoffs.
Does the MLB have comeback players of the year?
Oh, yeah. I didn't get to that yet. If they have it here. MVP Seager, Otani, Marcus Simeon. Damn, 2 Texas Rangers? Really? Wow.
Who are the 2 Texas Rangers?
Seager and Simeon.
Jesus.
Acuna.
Did Seager win the MVP for the World Series?
Yes. First player in 5th player in history to win MVP in both leagues. Excuse me. First player in history to win MVP in both leagues joins Reggie Jackson and I forgot who else to win the only players. He's the 5th player in history to win 2 MVPs. First player to win 1 in each league.
For the World Series or for the
World Series? I don't know why the Dodgers let him and Cody Bellinger walk out the door. To me, maybe that's why the Dodgers are where they are. And now the joke about the Dodgers is they are the greatest regular season team of all time. If the Dodgers can win the regular season, they can't win the big one.
Apparently, Soto is going to get traded to the Yankees.
I still, I don't think that's going to help the Yankees much.
You don't think so?
Right now, this is Texas's world now. They're a young team. They got the GOAT as the manager. Texas is set up for Texas is set up for the rest of this decade. They're going to win multiple championships.
What team do you think would benefit the most from Soto? If it's true that what's reporting that the reporting is coming out from like Rosenthal and all these big baseball guys like the guy you were thinking of was Jeff Passan, Uncle.
Yeah,
the guy from ESPN.
Yeah. I know the Soto rumors are real because the Yankees are prepared to give him $400 million when they get him.
Isn't he already making $400 million?
No, the Padres didn't pay him. Remember when he got traded? I told you the Padres got 3 chances to win a championship. They lost to the Phillies the first one. They were a disaster this year. Next year, this is it for them, but they're going to get rid of him, which I think is a smart move. And I know they're going to make a run at Otani. So, well, what's so funny about that? They got Padres. Got
no, I'm not. I'm laughing at something that Kane said in the chat.
Let me see. You just can't make this shit up. Well, what are you laughing about?
No.
The Miami Hurricanes are going with is going to ship Manzano to Alabama. Oh, he's getting on you about when he said about Mario going to Alabama. He had 3-0 green light on the Dodgers and cleared it out of the park. It was my favorite highlight. Acuna better not get robbed. He went crazy this year. It's funny. You like Gunnar over Carroll? Really? Wow. I don't know what Kane said before, but they deleted it. Shohei to the Rockies. Yeah, I read that one. Really? You like him over Gunner? You like Gunner over him? Okay. It just goes to tell me that Jim's watch baseball a lot like I do.
Me too.
Corbin Carroll is the National League Rookie of the Year.
He could win the MVP too. A lot of people are going to vote for him.
Corbin Carroll?
Yeah, a lot of people are going to vote for him. Going to get a lot of votes. All right, there's no mention of the MVP. I mean, excuse me, of the comeback player of the year. Of the year. There's no, they didn't put that down there.
Who do they have for executive of the years, Mace? For both leagues?
They don't have that there either. I believe the executive of the year in the National League is going to go to Kim Eng. And in the American League, it's going to go to Texas. Everything is going to go to Texas.
Who's the GM there in Texas?
Chris Young.
Wait, the
Texas,
former player, Chris Young?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He pitched in the 98 World Series with Bruce Bochy, and that's why Bochy got the job.
Wait, the former Padre Chris Young?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Bochy, by the way, first manager in the history of baseball to go to the World Series with 3 different teams.
Okay, he
Padres,
did.
You know what he did in San Francisco, and now he's won with Texas. So Bruce Bochy has won 4 World Series in a row every time he got there. He got destroyed in the first one by the 98 Yankees.
Oh, Uncle, as an old baseball fan, I'm not sure if you saw this. Frank Howard passed away.
Yeah, he died during the World Series.
Were you a big fan of Frank?
No, I never saw the big guy play. I was too young. All right, Mastriano fell off. It's all love and respect, Tony. Salute you, bro. Okay. 305, what's up? How was your day, man?
Today was pretty good today.
Good. Gyms, let me get the NBA. Let me tell you what tomorrow night's doubleheader is up here. We'll do the NBA games tomorrow night up here.
Yeah, YouTube is blocking, retracting all Kane's messages for some reason.
Yeah, Google is doing it. I don't know what that is. It ain't me.
You know, every day is a good day.
There you go.
God is good.
Did you see? Were you able to watch any of that hockey game tonight, Uncle?
What's up, Brother Kane?
All right, we'll do Pittsburgh. We'll see the new Kobe tomorrow night. We'll see Shaden Sharp at Sacramento tomorrow night.
The Lakers went down last night.
You guys, please explain that to me. I was sleeping last night. What happened in Miami? I heard Laker fans are losing their minds about the lack of effort, and I told you guys that Anthony Davis is a bum. I don't know all these people with Anthony Davis, bro.
I think he did get hurt last night.
Potato chip man, as you call him, Uncle.
Yeah,
got
the
injured.
Ruffles man. Yeah, the potato chip man. Yeah. Speaking of that, I said this earlier tonight. This is from Mr. Miami. I know Mr. Miami gonna say, "Come on, Mace." I saw the fat bastard last night out in Denver, and
oh Jesus!
And it looks like he's putting on weight again, and you can't make this up with Zion Williamson. I mean, goddamn, man.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Come on, man, let that man eat his mama's fried chicken.
Uncle, he's gonna be the. Do you think if he continues this? Do you think he's gonna be a bigger bust than Anthony? The guy who Cleveland drafted. What's his name?
I know you're talking about from UNLV. He embarrassed.
Anthony Bennett. Anthony Bennett.
Yeah, he embarrassed the UNLV family, and we have disowned him. He doesn't exist in here. But I answer your question. When Zion plays, he plays. The problem with Zion is there's not a bucket or a pan of his mama's fried chicken he can't put down.
Come on, man, let that man eat his mama's fried chicken.
I'm surprised Mr. Miami hasn't made fun of you for the chicken box yet, Uncle.
She can't eat this stuff no more.
Yeah, I don't eat that. Now I don't eat, as Mr. Miami would say.
Oh, you don't eat chicken box anymore like you used to?
I've been stopped that, man. Only put home cooked lean meat meals in my body.
Do you eat a lot of more vegetables now? Like you?
Yes.
Are you eating a lot of like
I don't eat that much, Tony.
Oh no! When it comes to your diet, do you eat? I'm not sure if you have it. So down here in Florida in the Publixes, we have something called Greenwise. Do you have something in your grocery stores like that where it's like?
Yeah. It's all over my grocery store. It's funny you said that. I was looking at that today. What is Greenwise, by the way?
It's grass fed. It's grass fed. Like it's
potato chips and stuff like that.
No. Greenwise is a brand that they do. It's an organic. They feed their cows organically, the meat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They have pre-prepared meals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I saw that today. Yeah, my nephew likes stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that might be healthy for you. You should start going vegan, Uncle, because that could actually help your life get even healthier. Because a lot of people say going vegan actually helped them like lose a ton of weight, and these are diabetics that said this. Like they've helped it eliminate their diabetes completely.
No, I'll try it. Next time I see it, I'll try something out of that. Oh, James, here we go, baby. We'll be in Philly tomorrow night, 7:00. Boston's at Philly, and then we'll do Portland as the nightcap. Because if you haven't seen them, folks, the more you see Shaden Sharp, the more and these so-called draft experts are high-fiving that they got Sharp and they got the great Wemby, who is on a rampage right now.
You know, when I see Anthony Edwards in Portland?
Minnesota. He's in Minnesota.
Who's your guy who's his teammate there that just got that?
He got Carl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert.
No, I'm talking about in Portland. Who are his teammates again?
He has DeAndre Ayton. He has Henderson's out. He has the original backcourt's out. So it's him, Matthew Brogdon, and Jeremy Grant, and
it's Anthony too. His last name is Anthony. First name is Anthony too, but I can't remember his last name.
You're talking about Anthony Simons?
Yeah, Anthony Simons.
He's out for a long time. It probably won't be back till after Christmas.
When I looked at Anthony Simons, you know who he kind of reminded me of a little bit, Uncle?
Who?
Scottie Pippen.
At 6'2", really?
No, his playing style. His playing style reminded me of Scottie.
He don't play defense though.
Oh, I thought Anthony Simons was way bigger than that.
No, all he does is score.
I thought Anthony Simons is a small forward.
No, that's Shaden Sharp.
So the backcourt is Simons and Scoot.
Yeah, but Scoot. Let's just say this: when Scoot comes back, he's going to be on the bench.
Wow!
Because ever since Matthew Brogdon has been starting with Shaden Sharp in the backcourt, they've been winning.
Did him and Scoot not vibe or something?
Scoot is too young right now to play in the NBA.
He's too. Oh,
And when you play a veteran like Matthew Brogdon, and you playing a ascending young, I will say right now, if he don't make the All-Star team this year, he'll definitely make it next year. Ascending star. And I'll tell you one thing, that Shaden Sharp has grown up. Don't dunk no more.
oh, Uncle, I was going to ask you, what are your thoughts on this midseason tournament?
It sucks. I'm not even looking forward to it. Yo, Jims, you in the building. Remember tomorrow, Boston, Philly at 7, and Portland and Sacramento at 10 o'clock. I'll do both games up here. The midseason tournament, Tony left. I was going to say the midseason tournament is, it's boring. I mean, you know. So get ready for that. The people in the clouds appreciate you. Me and 305 are going after dark right now for a couple of minutes. Catch up with my brother here. We'll see you all tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, for the Celtics and the Sixers. Jims, I love you.
We will
Canes.
see y'all in 2030.
Say again, family?
We will see y'all in 2030.
Good night, everybody. From the Oasis. Appreciate you coming in. Crazy, man. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody. Hit that like button on the way out. Good night, folks from the Oasis. We love you. Plus, we'll do Dwight Howard tomorrow night up here, too. I'm not going to forget about that. We'll do Dwight Howard up here tomorrow. See you tomorrow night, everybody. Jim's 7 o'clock Eastern. I'll be on live. We'll do the Celtics and the Sixers. You got it, family. Sleep well. See you tomorrow night, everybody. Hit that like button on your way out. Yeah, we'll do Dwight Howard tomorrow night.